Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged. We are a 5e actual play stream that takes place in the world of Nuuli, which came out of my brain, and 6 of my friends here are brave enough to play in because they're weird, I guess. But hey, it's all good.
What are we gonna do?
Wait, what are we going to do? It's going to be fun. As you might notice, tonight we are down 2 players. Matt and Tanner are unavailable this evening, but that's okay. We will continue on in our adventure, Sans, Corvus, and Lunine, in a fun little D&D game. I don't know. This happens when you play D&D. Sometimes people can't make it. You got to roll with it.
We'll find something embarrassing for their characters to do while they're gone.
They will take.
Maybe this will be a beach vacation episode.
They will take a ballroom dancing or something. I don't know. Great. Well, welcome to episode 15, everyone. Big shout outs to KidCom24, who gave us a follow a couple of days ago. So thank you, KidCom, for following us. And hello to NYC Zom, Taco San Mashu, and I've got it. So good to have you back, and thank you for the Pikachus. It's wonderful to see y'all again. Great. Well, so before we get into a quick round of introductions, someone go ahead and roll me a D30, please. Very important business here. 25 it is. All right. Quick question, quick round. Introduce yourself, your character, and please, does your character like poetry? Pretty straightforward. If you want to go even farther, you can determine the style of poetry they may or may not enjoy. But that's the question, and we're going to start at the top of the ladder with Sarah.
Hey, that's me at the top of the ladder. My name is Sarah, and I play Endra Greatspark, who is a halfling wizard, who probably officially likes poetry, but mostly finds it really boring.
Fair enough. Next up, we've got Amber.
Hello, I am Amber. I play Ozo. And I think Ozo has a healthy appreciation of poetry, although really some of it gets a little bit flowery, perhaps haikus, simple poems that say simple things.
Very cool. All right, next we got Mike.
Hey, I'm Mike. I play Renata, Soul Angel. And being a bard lock, Renata enjoys poetry.
Fair enough.
Fair.
And then at the bottom of this ladder, we've got Jeff.
Hello, I am Jeff. I play Selenar, a elf druid. He has an appreciation for poetry for sure, but doesn't spend a lot of time reading non-reading fiction. So hasn't read a lot of it, but he definitely appreciates the art form.
Sounds good. And my name is Jared. I'm your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged, and I play everyone and everything else that is not the 6 player characters. And all across Nuuli, some people dig poetry and some people don't. On a personal note, I'm not generally a fan of poetry, mostly due to scores of English teachers who tried to force it into my brain and say, you should appreciate this. And I was like, no, I don't relate to this. They're talking about a duck, which is a funny story because Robert Frost wrote a very famous poem about 3 ducks on a pond. I think it was Frost. I'm not sure. But, and so some college had him in, and the college professor was like, and this poem about these ducks and seeing the potentiality in the future, and when he got up to the mic, he was like, that's a fantastic interpretation. I've never heard anyone go into it like that. I just saw ducks on the pond and thought I'd write about them. And I was like, that's my point. But as an adult, I do appreciate poetry on a grander scale, like poetry of art, as opposed to just being forced to remember Shelley or Keats or something, or find value in, not that the classics aren't important or can't teach us things, but I just think there's more to it than what they teach for a test.
Or less to it sometimes.
Or less to it, as the case may be. But that tangent being said, since we are all introed and ready to go, let's dive into last time on Nuuli Forged. Last time on Nuuli Forged, our heroes defeated the ghostly forms of the kindred spirits and found a strange silvery bell that had ensnared their souls. The ghost of Zorn revealed that he had inadvertently attuned to the bell over the years he had spent with it, hiding it under the floorboards to keep it away from his friends whom he thought would make him get rid of it. When the party was slain by an extraplanar adversary, which was a little vague in description, but their souls wound up inside the bell where they lost parts of themselves. It was only after the others were defeated that Zorn fully regained his persona and could relate his tale to the party. The only way to free the 5 souls bound to the bell was to ring it 3 times in the presence of an effigy of each respective soul. Luckily, Corvus revealed that busts of the fallen heroes had been raised at their memorial in the mausoleums, which was just what was needed to free said fallen heroes. So, going to the graveyard, our heroes performed this ritual and released the souls of the kindred spirits to their final resting points, and then managed to reclaim some hidden loot that Zorn had remembered and decided to tell them about back at Kindred Spirits before meeting up with Vala Gorsa, the woman who is loyal to Cash back in Mandarian, that the party had met previously and agreed to spy on and get some information on one Darren Dandyfoot's lieutenants. Darren Dandyfoot being the individual who is supposed to be representing Cash's interests here in Cliffside, but apparently has other thoughts and allegiances on his mind, namely his own. These lieutenants are Paris Swanee, Sulfin Denka, Lucy Silversong, Squazim Shade Supple, and Brunt. Armed with the various intel they have received, the party has returned to their rooms, or to the common room, of the Ruddy Plank to plot and plan, which is where we shall pick up with our group. So, you all have returned to the Ruddy Plank. You find a table. Renata, due to your arrangement with the proprietress of the Ruddy Plank, you are asked to do some performing this evening.
Yeah. Having the success that I had, yeah, not a problem. Let's get the show on the road, huh?
Yeah. So you hop up there, and people. It seems like word of mouth has gotten around. People are like talking about this really good performer, this good guitar player that has showed up at the Ruddy Plank for the next couple of days or so. And so there's quite a large crowd, and it's very varied tonight. There's quite a few like beautiful women and beautiful men who maybe are not probably staying here, but have come in to perhaps see the show.
Okay.
All sorts of different species are represented here. There's even a very tall figure who appears to be a humanoid bear at a table. So it is a wild, very like full crowd here. And I will allow anyone to make a perception check for me.
Sure, why not?
Anyone or everyone?
Anyone who desires to may do so. I'm not going to force it.
A 19.
Wonderful.
Natural 20.
Excellent. Renata, you pick up like all this crowd, and you can hear that some of them are having conversations at their tables as you kind of make your way to the stage, or overhearing like, oh yeah, I heard this guy's really great. Yeah, I think his name's Renata, Soul Angle or something like that. Like like he's supposed to be real good. And then like you hear someone else, oh, wasn't he the one who like found Rinny, that dancer chick? And they're like, yeah. And so there's all these like conversations going around between all these men and women. On a natural 20, you notice there is one beautiful woman who cannot keep her eyes off of Renata, and she just looks very intrigued, and so she's quite she's like got eyes on you. She's actually not too far from your friends' table. She's like a table or two away, but she watches as you go, and as you get closer to the stage, her eyes kind of widen. It seems like you are, like, maybe she was just interested beforehand, but now, like, you're apparently going to be on this stage. So you've got one admirer at least.
At least.
Yeah. You can tell though.
Right.
You can also pick out like a few people who saw your performance last time, and they are like very excited for it as well.
Awesome. Thank you. I am absolutely feeding off this energy, this attention given to me.
Excellent. Ozo, you notice that while like most people are kind of like excited and talking about like when is this bard going to show up, and a few people are noticing Renata, you can see that the woman who is like watching Renata, she's just like enamored. Like you just see this. She's like eyes only for him kind of deal. And like as some drinks appear at your table, you notice that there's like they all kind of like slosh as the server kind of puts them down. But it seems like a couple of them are like overfilled, as though they got like extra, like a couple drops extra for some reason. And Corvus is like lifting his mast and drinking, and Lunine is kind of like at your table but kind of leaned back a little bit and drinking his beverage. You also notice this bear individual that I mentioned, which not hard to notice. Like this guy stands out. Seems to be wearing like kind of like hides and leathers, like not like active like protective armor, more just like animals that perhaps he has hunted and gathered to wear for clothing. No boots though, just big old bear paws. You also notice he's got a very intricately carved staff in the form of like leaves and vines kind of chasing up this staff. Selenar, what you notice about this bear individual is the staff. Like the staff sticks out to you. It seems like it's carved with like leaves and vines, that kind of stuff. And Andre, it's a wild crowd here. There's a lot of people, and a lot of them are very excited to like hear the music.
Guys, this place hasn't been hopping like this all week, has it? Or is that just me?
No, maybe not. I don't know.
Just seems very crowded in here.
I mean, they seem like they're into Renata.
Well, of course. I mean, you know, he's brilliant. But you know, he's on our team. We have to tuck him up. But like, this place was not this crowded yesterday.
No, it wasn't. Is that a bad thing? I mean, it's kind of crowded, but whatever.
I mean, only if we want to have, you know, private conversation and things.
Oh. I find that people don't pay attention.
Yeah. So as you are all kind of like having this discussion, Renata, you make it to the stage. What do you do?
When I go on stage, are people still talking, chattering? Is it still loud or
Yeah, there's like
silence?
there's like a general hubbub as you kind of get on the stage, and as you get on there, a few people are like, "Oh, that's him," and there's like that hushing, like, "Hey, shut up," and like kind of stuff. But the people in the back, are still like kind of oblivious. Like
Mhm.
there's drinking going on, so you're gonna have to like command this crowd. They're not
Yeah,
they're not
no,
like theater
for
goers.
sure.
They're like at the club. Like you got to catch this audience.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I get on stage and I make this just a very serious, almost seductive, like look and just stare out across the room. And I'll just like hit one note on the guitar. Not overly loud, but not so quiet, but like just enough to let the crowd know that I am starting and I need their attention.
Great. Go ahead. Yeah, you strum, and like heads begin to turn, like ones that weren't paying attention before.
Yeah. And I'll keep doing it until like there is just a complete silence in the room.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, make either a persuasion or performance check.
Cool. Now, I rolled a nat 20 in my perception,
You
which
did.
means my next roll will be a natural 1.
It does.
Because that is how it works here. Yeah.
Cool.
10.
With a 10, because you're just like playing a note and like only the people at the front are really getting it at first, so it takes a good like 5 minutes or so to like get everyone's attention, and eventually people begin to realize that, oh, I guess this guy wants us to be quiet. And you can see the proprietress of the establishment is kind of like eyeing you with like a raised eyebrow.
Yeah, no, I'm internally thinking the same thing that she's thinking, I'm sure. So once that silence fills the room, I'll quickly start playing a song.
Okay, great. So you bust out playing a song. What is your like genre? Are you going like old standard, something new? Like what is the vibe that you're going to start off the show with?
I will play the songs that I've learned from my native hometown in Hessian.
Okay, great. So since these are old classics that you know, you can go ahead and make a performance check with advantage, because these are like old classics that you know you grew up on, so you would have advantage playing these songs. And this is going to be the start of your concert.
Okay.
Cool.
Oof, 11.
You play beautifully. You don't make any mistakes. Over the next like 45 minutes or so, and some people are really digging it, and some people are like, this is a little weird. Just because it's foreign. It's not that they don't like it, it's just foreign to their ears. So a lot of the sailors are more like oh, okay. But a lot of the like locals who've come in are a little intimidated or confused or unsure about how they feel about this kind of melody structure. You do see that woman who like had eyes for you. She's like enraptured, and she's like kind of like stolen a chair from a table and in the front, and like is sitting there and just kind of like watching you.
Great. Okay. Still working the crowd. If I may, I'll go from those classics to more experimental sounds, songs I played with my old band.
Okay.
And see if they take a liking to that.
Yeah. You can get ready for that. Meanwhile, back at the table, y'all are having food and drinks and a round or two in the first set, as it were, come by, however much you care to drink, or not. After the meal, Corvus and Lunine seem to be... Lunine kind of does his, like, well, I'm going to bed sort of thing. And Corvus seems like he's... It's hard to read behind the mask, but Ozo, he does mention that he thinks maybe he should think about what his next steps are going to be now that you've got all this information. And so he thinks he's going to go back to the room and think a little bit, where it's a little quieter.
Okay, good night.
Well, I can't hear you over the music.
He just repeats himself and says good night to you all. And so they like go to sleep. Yeah, and it seems like there's people like knocking over drinks and whatever, like, and having to get new ones. It's a very like night at the bar. The crowd is not totally drowning out Renata's sound, but you can see that like not everybody is perhaps giving rapt attention as they were at the very start. The music is hit or miss on a lot of people. Selenar, you have noticed something. That like bear individual keeps turning towards you and looking.
I'm waiting for an opportunity to approach him. Or her. Or it. I don't know.
Yeah. They do seem to be like seated at a small table alone. Like it's like one of those 2-person tables and they don't have any company with them.
Are there seats around us at our table?
Yeah, like Corvus and Lunine just departed.
So I wait for their... I won't wait like long time, but the next time he looks towards us, I try to get his attention and wave him over.
Cool, make a persuasion check. Very good, 15. Yeah, he kind of like looks at his drink and kind of like finishes it off and then kind of stands up. And he's a good like 7.5 feet tall and easily like makes his way through the crowd and picks up an empty or sits in an empty chair next to you and says, "Greetings."
Greetings to you.
I noticed you have invited me over.
It seemed we were interesting you, and I must admit, I am also interested in your kind. I've not met one of you before.
Well, perhaps you have. I admit I was staring because I've never seen... I'm assuming you are a full-blooded elf.
That is correct. So we have something in common, having not met each other before.
Interesting. And I happened to wonder if you perhaps come from that Verdentious Causeway, since that's the only place I know where elves to live.
I do. It'd be interesting to know where you hail from.
My origins are much less interesting. They are simply forest, born and raised, and then this is more of an affliction than anything else, but one I have made peace with.
Well, something certainly brought you underground.
Yes, I like to travel, check out the different environs of this world, and I heard this place was interesting, and I admit it has not failed to interest me. And I suppose I do have a newfound respect for deep, dark caves in the past few years. It would be wonderful to know what the forests of the Verdentious Causeway are like. I admit I've never been.
There are a few that have a non-elf kind. I'm happy to share some stories though. Rolling hills, blue water, green leaves, plentiful life. Unlike the gray walls down here, as I gaze off into the distance.
I would be curious to know, if one were to visit, would one such as I be welcomed? And how would I get in, I suppose? I understand there's some sort of guard around.
And as I say this, tell me if I'm messing up this history, because I obviously didn't play in Campaign 1. But after the breaking, there is a settlement on the southern edge of the causeway where you can certainly meet others like me. But as to non-elves in the causeway, it's very rare. I don't believe I ever saw one. Which is a big reason why I'm here amongst this lively crowd.
I see. And your conversation continues kind of along a similar vein during the second half of Renata's performance, which becomes a little bit more experimental. And Renata, you can go ahead and roll to see how your second set gets the crowd going. This is the more experimental stuff. Which
Yeah.
does
13.
yeah, that does attract a lot more interest. Like, more people are paying attention because it's definitely stuff they haven't heard before. So they are very interested in that, and people are like tapping along. That woman in the front is just like, oh my gosh. You see, she's not really talking to anybody. She's just like full on fangirling over whatever you're doing.
Right.
Very
I
rapt.
noticed, is she by herself or is she with a friend?
She does not seem to be talking to anyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So very good. Yeah. This next set is going on quite well. Back at the table, Ozo, you're hearing all this conversation between Selenar and this bear person, as are you, Andra. And is there anything you two want to like get in on this chit chat on? Are you happy to let well enough alone?
I was always a listener.
Okay. Cool.
Andra has nothing intelligent to say and is going to actually keep her mouth shut for once.
Cool.
After some chat, I would definitely ask about his, in the most PC way possible, his staff.
His response is along the lines of, "Oh, yes, I carved it when I was an initiate, and as I have grown, I have kept it with me. It is reminiscent of my training in the natural arts."
I suppose we all carry mementos of our past.
Yeah. I believe it to be common amongst most humanoids.
Well, it is very beautiful. You'd find a home in any forest around the world.
Thank you. That is my hope one day, to see as many as possible. Andra,
Yes, sir.
make an Arcana check for me.
8.
Okay. Great.
I don't know Jack.
Nope. Ozo,
Also make one? It is trained.
you can make one. Yeah.
I don't know if it would change anything, but here you go.
19. Cool. While looking at the staff and hearing this individual's story, something picks up from the early part of your conversation. He mentioned that his current appearance was more of an affliction than a subject of birth. which sets your mind reeling. Like, there are ways where that can happen. There are like spells that can change people's shape, either willingly or no. There are curses that can do it. There's lycanthropy. There's, like a high level permanent change of form spell. And even like high level druids, can often alter their shapes at will. Just something that occurs to you during your discussion.
Don't cross your eyes; they'll get stuck that way.
Yeah. Wonderful. And this individual appears very interested in the causeway and asks you all these questions on, like, how to get in, like, what's the process, like, what kind of, like, guards there are, if any, like, all the questions. He's just very interested in going and checking it out.
I tell him basically the reverse of what we did. Catch a ship to Mandarian, travel north for, I think you said it was like 6 weeks, from the Verdenton Glen all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be there that he would have to make friends.
Cool. He asks if there's anyone that he should look out for in particular in this Verdenton Glen.
Do I know, like, a magistrate or whatever, even just a name to give him? Because I totally would.
Yeah, you do know one name, an individual named Chatty.
What is Chatty?
So Chatty is a half elf. He's kind of one of those people who like knows everybody and can like help people out. Kind of a fixer, for lack of a better term. He like knows all the local constabulary and all the local bar owners, and he's like the guy to know.
If he does make the long trip, and it has been many months, many months since I was there, but Chatty is a good person to ask for. He seemed to know. He could at least point you in a better direction.
An easy enough name to remember, for sure. I thank you. And he finishes up another drink and drops a few extra coins on the table. The next round's on me. And gets up and kind of leaves the bar, carrying his walking stick.
What an interesting individual.
Yeah.
He was very tall.
Very
Seems
large.
like a nice guy.
Yep. Meanwhile, Renata, the crowd is enwrapped by your performance. You haven't quite caught everybody, but you've got a lot more people interested.
That's good.
Yeah. So go ahead. What is your next set going to be?
Let's go crazy. I'm gonna play something that I've been working on very recently. Perhaps a new sound that no one has heard before. We'll just go with that and see how it goes.
Okay, so what does this new sound like then?
Man, because I don't play guitar, I play drums. I can't.
You can cite a reference if you'd like. Like, that's fine.
Yes. All right. Like a very fast-paced, upbeat, whimsical melody. With like a very fast lyrics behind it.
Cool. So like a little kind of like that rock rap hybrid.
Yeah, Linkin Park.
All right, great. So a little Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
All right, great.
Oh my god, yes.
Go ahead, roll another performance check. Because you succeeded on your last two, you can have advantage on this one. Hey, 20 will do it.
30-20. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crowd eats it up. Everybody likes Linkin Park. You have a meteora rise. Yeah. So the crowd goes crazy. That girl in the front is like, oh, and like shaking people she doesn't know next to her. Be like, isn't this so cool? And just like eyes staring at you, like clapping and like going crazy. Your speed of lyricism and like the way your fingers fly across your guitar are a sensation at this bar. Like everybody's digging it. And you play through all of Meteora and it's fantastic.
I am very, very happy.
Yeah. And so the drinks are flowing, and Renata, you're getting drinks as you perform. Like it's part of the parcel of performing here. So like, so if you're drinking beer, you're drinking wine, you're drinking liqueurs, whatever it is that your individual wants to drink. Is anybody not drinking booze? Just out of a random question. Like, are any of the characters like NA
I
or
think
AF,
that
whatever the correct terminology is?
this evening, anyway, Ozo is just drinking some tea.
Okay, great.
Something strong and bitter. That
Very
last
nice.
experience was very interesting. Ozo needs to process it.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. So the performance winds down, and there's massive applause, and drinks are flowing, and everybody's really happy. Renata, your performance started out a little strange, but like by the end, everybody was into it.
Good.
Yeah. You are able to take a bow to thunderous applause, and as you kind of bow out, you're approached by that woman, and she's just like, I love your music, Mr. Soul Angel. It's fantastic.
Thank you very much. Very much, Miss.
Oh,
Pause.
I'm Melanie.
Melanie. Beautiful name. Lovely to meet you.
As well, this might be a little weird, but I'm not in town for very long. I'd love something to remember you by. Your music, maybe a lock of hair or something. If you give that out, if that's not weird.
Yeah, that's a lock of my hair. That is a first. I'm not gonna lie. That's a first.
Well, just so I could
and-
remember and tell people, like, because I mean, I can tell you're going to be known all across the world. Like someone who can do that. That's amazing. I've never heard anyone sing that quickly or play that fast before.
I appreciate what you're telling me. I really do. And I don't take this for granted. But I do have to draw a line somewhere, and a lock of my hair is that line. I can perhaps sign something for you.
Oh, that would be lovely. You can tell she's disappointed, but she is a little kind of downtrodden. But she finds a little scrap of parchment. She pretty much steals a page out of someone's book who's left it unattended, like on a table, and she like says, "You can sign this."
Great. I'll take it. I'll take out my writing utensil and write to Melanie. Thanks for everything. The sign, your one and only Renata Soul Angel.
Very good. She clutches it to her chest and says, "Thank you so much. And she says, I hope I get to see you perform again, but I'm not sure how long I'll be in town. This was wonderful.
Well, I'll be here the next couple of nights, so make sure to come around. Tell your friends.
If I can, I will. Be sure. And she kind of disappears into the crowd. And you quickly lose track of her. There's a lot of people.
Great. And I turn around and say, nothing bad is going to happen from that.
I mean, you didn't give her hair, so
Right. Yeah, so...
you're probably
so
fine.
I will head back to the table with my comrades and be like, oh, awesome show I just performed. Strangest things just happened. This girl just asked for a lock of my hair. I didn't do it, but I just have to say, most strangest request I've ever received yet.
Yeah, that's pretty odd. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think you should give strangers body parts.
I feel like that's a good general rule of thumb in life, whether you're performing or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she seemed really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I keep an eye on your glass for the rest of the night.
I mean, at this point, I probably had like
just
3 or 4 different drinks.
Yeah, just to be clear, like, she wasn't angry that she got you to sign something for her. Like, she seemed happy about it. She was just hoping for something a little more personal.
Like body parts.
But hair grows back.
Yeah, I know, but I know there's a price to fame. Feel like I'm not there yet. I'm not at that stage where people will start tearing at my clothes and pulling out my hair.
Well, not with that attitude. But yeah. So she has disappeared into the crowd. You're back at your table. Anything else you want to do before the evening winds up here?
No, just I will continue, talking to people and just talking to people, chatting them up, having more drinks.
Yeah, anyone you go to with that performance check to kind of finish off your set, they're all like super excited. They're like, "Hey, man!" and "Oh, it's so good to meet you," and "Oh, you're so skilled and talented," and etc., etc. It's a lot of flattery.
Yeah, and I definitely thank them all and ask them to help spread the word and come back again, bring their friends.
Yeah, they all are very affable and agree to definitely spread word of how good you are.
And I am so sorry I forgot the bartender's name. I have it written here somewhere, but is she happy? I know she gave me that.
Yeah, Holland is
earlier.
Yeah, you can go up and have a discussion with her and find her in the midst of like pouring a few drinks, and she's like, "I was a little concerned at first, playing something so foreign, but I can't argue with the results. You kept him interested."
Well, thank you. Just trying to offer them something a little different.
Well, you did that.
They haven't heard before.
I am not regretting our deal so far. And she winks at you. Her deep blue eyes kind of like offset by her like very like kind of pale blue skin. Seafoam hair just kind of cascading down her back, and kind of a wild like hectic woman at working kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So the night winds down. You all go to bed.
It's been quite a day.
It has. You've done a lot this day.
Busy.
Yeah. So you all go to bed. You all get a long rest. You can apply a long rest.
Oh, thank goodness.
And then you all gather in the morning. Lunine hasn't shown up yet, and neither has Corvus, but the rest of you are there. Everyone, go ahead, make a perception check for me.
Oof.
9, 4, 7. A lot of good rolls this morning.
No, Andra's apparently not a morning person.
I
Well-
did have a lot to drink.
Whatever it is, I'll see it for us.
Yeah, Selenar with an 18. Selenar, you notice a couple things. The first thing you notice is that, well, obviously Lunine and Corvus are not here yet. They must still be asleep. You also notice that there's like a small chunk of Renata's hair that seems to be missing.
What?
Oh no.
What?
Like just the locks, like at the end of the hair, like just the like half-inch is,
They were a real live creeper.
and one little spot is gone.
Renata, I see you ended up giving her that hair after all.
I'm like rubbing my eyes. I'm a little hungover from the night. What are you talking about, Selenar? I didn't give anyone anything other than my music and maybe a couple hugs.
Well, that was a good show, but you are missing a piece of hair.
Thank you. Thank you. Wait, I'm missing a piece of hair? Where? And I'm going to look in a mirror or anything reflective nearby. Is it that noticeable?
It's not actually. It's like barely any is missing. There's just a little tiny like section that's a little bit shorter.
That's weird. And I don't remember anything from last night, sleeping, anyone creeping in my room.
Nope.
Hmm.
Which like your room was locked.
Told you to watch, keep an eye on your glass.
Yeah, and did you? Did you, Andra?
Not my
I
job
just-
to watch you.
I assumed he just looked
Do
her
you-
up after it was time to go to bed.
I mean, Andra, should I hire you as a bodyguard?
No.
All right, we'll
It's all
revisit
good.
this topic here. Look, I'm not that hideous looking, even with a piece of my hair looking missing. So, weird, super weird. But what can I do about it?
Nothing.
Although, I mean, come on. There was that girl who was asking for a piece of my hair, and now I'm missing a piece of my hair. Sort of lines up. I
So
think it's one and the same.
Selenar, the other thing you notice with that glorious 18, you notice that there's a very tiny set of footprints running out the doorway. Like something very small, like tracked through some sort of powder or flour or something, and like left little tiny footprints as it like ran out the door or left or whatever. And like looking at the trail, you can see it was like darting underneath tables, like purposefully trying to avoid being seen. So you see that something has left, and you also hear by the door, you hear like a little kind of excited chittering and be like, what languages do you speak actually?
Common, Druidic, Elvish, and Primordial.
Okay. You do hear a little like giggling and a little like, got it for her. And then the door opens and a guy walks in, and you see a little flash of something like maybe like a foot tall, like phew, dart out the door.
With saying nothing, I speed walk to the door to try to catch a glimpse of who it was.
Yeah, make a perception check. Because now, like, you open up the door and, like, there's a crowd going on. There's all this kind of stuff. Wow.
Does he tell us where he's going, or does he just take off?
Nope, he just stands out the door. With a 19, instead of, like, looking up above the crowd, you look low. And about 20, 30 feet down the road, you see this squat little, like, tiny figure, kind of vaguely humanoid in shape, just kind of darting in between people's legs and, like, scampering off down the road away from the tavern.
I attempt to charm the thing.
Okay.
I attempt to charm a humanoid I can see within range.
Cool. Is this a
I
spell
do it immediately.
or an
It is a
ability?
spell.
Okay, great. Which spell is it?
Charm person.
Okay. And charm person affects humanoids?
It reads, you attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. The range is 30 feet.
Okay. You cast your spell and you're like, hey, you, and call out. The magic finds nothing to grip onto.
Because of distance, or
No, it was
Not
in
a
range.
humanoid.
It's not a humanoid.
Not a humanoid.
oh boy,
Oh
I
man.
am so in trouble.
Damn.
And it's
Second.
it's just like running. It's like getting you quickly
I know.
are going to lose track of it here because it's like just
I'm
darting between people and barrels and kind of like.
gonna chase him or it. I'm just looking through the wild shape list.
Okay.
See if there's any. Sarah, you might be able to help me here because you played a druid last game.
Uh-huh.
Like a cat, maybe.
Cats don't have great range. Great speed, rather. You're looking for something with a lot of speed.
And small. And I can't fucking remember where the stupid book is. It's
It's
just the dungeon.
It's under monsters.
Monsters.
Game rules monsters and then filter for beasts.
Beast. And they have to be half a level or less.
Yeah, so you can do like CR1 and below.
One or one? I think it's 1/2. I think it's a quarter of my level rounded down.
Oh, quarter your level. Yeah.
I'm proud that I knew that.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I didn't spend much time with half level creatures.
Well, you were a different circle.
It was a different circle.
But
Um,
that's okay. So essentially, this creature is like dashing away from you. It doesn't seem to be moving that fast, though. Are you going to wild shape and chase it? Is that your plan?
Yes, that's exactly what I would do. Like, immediately, I open the door, I try to charm it, it continues running away, and I, much faster than I am doing in real life here, immediately just sprint in some animal form into the crowd.
Cool.
Out the door.
So you go like fox or something.
Yeah, fox would be great, but... Can I search fox?
there's
Fox
not.
would actually be pretty perfect.
Yeah.
I don't have Icewind Dale, so I can't read it, but sure, fox. And
Yeah. You can be a fox. Here, let me open up fox. So a fox has a 30-foot speed, an advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing. So you can start
Weasel
running
might
at.
also be a nice choice.
Well, too late. I have
Too late, you're
fox
fox.
already.
Okay, so you
Okay.
fox. Cool. So you begin
Fox.
running down. So essentially, you're like dash actioning here.
Yes, correct.
Cool. So yeah, you are dashing after this thing. You can kind of make up the speed pretty quickly. Just go ahead and make a Constitution check as a fox, or a con save rather, which is it's a +0, so just roll the d20.
Okay. In my frantically looking at rules, I closed my character sheet. So just con save.
As a yeah, it's a con as a fox because your physical stats.
Well, it's an add 1, so
okay,
whatever.
Yeah.
Big.
So. Yeah. So even though you are like running, you burst into such speed so quickly that you gain a level of exhaustion.
Now you're a tired fox.
Yeah. So you're a little bit tired. Yeah. So which means like any further checks are for this point just going to be have a -2 penalty to it. Cool. So this thing running away, darting away again. It seems to like be well aware that you are like onto it now. Go ahead, make another Constitution save. It's got a -2.
The yo-yo has arrived.
Cool.
That
Cool.
is awesome.
So that's a 20, so it's an 18. It is still a natural 20, but it's, so you succeed. So you keep this thing in your sight as it's running. Are you attempting to overtake it or capture it, or what are you trying to do? Or are you trying to follow it?
Do I think if I can see it more clearly, if I think I can stop it, like if I were to jump on it and I would knock it over, then I would do so. But if it's larger than me, it will be a follow mission.
Yeah, it's like a foot or two tall, and like that's comparable in size. You're both like tiny creatures if you want to go that way with it.
Sure. So yes, I will attempt to catch up and essentially grapple it to the ground, and then if I do so, I will unwild shape into my normal form.
Cool. Go ahead, roll a straight d20 for me. This is to see if anyone in the crowd is noticing this. So if you roll higher than a 10, you're fine. Great. So you are darting through, and people are like, fox. But nobody's like going after you. So you're zipping around. You're doing excellent in rolls tonight.
Except the net 1, but that's okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. But you are getting very close as you are like weaving down alleyways. Back at the bar, Selenar just straight up like stood up, went, and then like left the bar without saying a word to any of you.
What's gotten into him this morning?
Everyone's feeling weird after yesterday. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sure
Which is
he'll
rather
come back.
rude, but Corvus at least told me he was going.
To be fair, I was rushed at the time, which is unusual.
Yeah, like it wasn't like a slow thing. It was a very quick thing that he did.
It's like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. So Selenar, you've got this thing in your sight. It's like darting through, and now it's definitely noticed you. And go ahead, make another con save. You're coming to a part of this like area of the dock ward where it is less populated and seems more like run down. Cool. So you are following very close, and you see him. You're chasing him down. And you can see that it is running farther and farther away from the main thoroughfare. And you're trying to catch it, you're gaining on it, you're gaining on it. And then, what is your passive perception?
16.
Cool. It skirts down an alleyway and skirts around a house, and you're like right on its tail. And it's like, it's obviously trying to lose you. And then suddenly you get to this part of town where like water has seeped in, either from like cave drippings, like down the walls and kind of in from some crack somewhere, or from like ocean waves that have like seeped up and over. And it's kind of like a little wet and boggy in this area, for lack of a better term. You're kind of like near where the back the caves are, but you can see in the dark, so you're not affected by by the low light. So it's getting a little harder to see things as it's like dodging between things, and you watch as it straight up jumps off of a little bridge into some semblance of water, and begins to swim towards like a ramshackle hut. And you're like you're like right behind it. Like it jumps, like it jumped off this like little walkway bridge thing to get away from you. So if you want to jump after it, you can.
Foxes can swim, right? Sure. Let's
Yeah,
go.
if a creature doesn't have a swim speed, you swim at half your movement.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, sure. I just try to leap off the dock onto it, or whatever.
Okay, cool. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah. So you begin swimming after it. And then...
I'm not going to chase it as far as the hut, but if I can tell sort of where he's going...
He's beelining for that little hut, yeah.
And it does not appear that I will catch him or it before the hut.
You are very, very close to the hut. Or to catching it, rather. And it looks back at you. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as it shouts at you. Cool. It shouts at you to stop, and you feel magic like come into your head, and you shake through it. And it looks frantic, and it says, "No, really, stop!" And make another wisdom saving throw. Yeah. And
You really don't want me to catch this guy, do you?
well, it only had 2 chances. And you do catch it. So you are in the water with it. And it's like, are you just like wrapping it in your mouth kind of deal?
Well, if I get a bite or paw on it, I'm going to free action back to my normal medium size, and I'm now much larger than it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be like, what did you take? What did you find, and for who?
So go ahead, make an attack roll. As a fox, your bite attack is a +5.
I don't have the fox sheet up.
Yeah, so
strength.
So just roll a straight d20 and add 5.
This is the right sheet. So, 15.
Great. I think that catches it. Yes, it does. So yeah, you bite onto it and grapple it, and use your bonus action to revert back in. Or is it an action or a bonus action to revert your form?
Bonus action to revert.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, so you've got a hold of him, and you question him, and he's like, "Oh, not for you, not for you. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sorry, I'm fine. It's fine."
I know it's not for me, but I saw you sneaking around the salted crab. Is that what it's called?
Ruddy plank.
Ruddy plank?
So close. I saw you sneaking around the ruddy plank where we're staying, and you took something for somebody. What is it, and who is it for?
Yes, just for my girlfriend. Just flour. And he holds out a little. He reaches into his little like crappy pouch that he's got, and he's this little tiny looking, almost like a little gremlin kind of looking dude. And he's just, yeah, he looks like a little tiny green skinned gremlin with a little pouch, and it looks like he pulls out like a handful of like white powder. Just flour for my girlfriend. She likes to make stuff with it.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check. Oh, he's lying. With a dirty 20, he is so lying.
So lying.
Actually,
He's... Go on.
actually, you have every reason to believe that he is lying,
Oh,
but
no.
something just rings true. He rolled a natural 20. So he just took some flour. Like, he still stole, but he took it for his girlfriend to bake with, apparently.
Okay, so Selenar feels stupid for chasing him at this time. So he rolled a nat 20, right? So
He did.
I don't know he's lying.
You do not.
Okay, yeah. He shouldn't sneak around much. And I just like...
When you're this small, you have to. Like, people step on you, they don't treat you nice. Like, hey,
In the middle of him talking, I literally throw him towards...
Yay! Splash in like the 1 foot of water that you're standing in.
Then I wade back and make my way back to the ruddy plank.
Cool.
Dripping
right.
wet.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you're all having your morning breakfast, your breakfast beers, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Care of the dog. Yep.
Okay, so Renata's having a breakfast beer. Anybody else having a breakfast beer?
No, thank you.
Okay, cool. Eventually, Selenar returns and finds you all.
My apologies. I describe the tiny footprints in the flower, how I heard a small voice say, I found it, I took it for her, and then I watched the tiny creature exit the door, and I wasted no time in a chase, and blah blah blah, everything you just heard happen.
Oh,
Did you go swimming?
so you think you believe it?
He seemed to be telling the truth.
It's a bit odd, but okay.
It is definitely unusual, otherwise I would not have set chase so far.
Endra will prestidigitate Selenar dry.
Yeah,
That's nice of
he's
you.
dry.
Renata will laugh and say, "You are the funniest one in this group."
Renata's having a second breakfast beer, apparently.
Curious hair thief.
Great. I mean, you can always check to see if like flour was stolen. Like you know the owner. If you doubt that.
Do
for
I?
whatever
Do I
reason.
mean I have reason to be suspicious, right?
You don't. Like the guy told you a convincing story.
Yeah. So Selenar wouldn't check. He doesn't think he was lying.
Yeah.
Someone else could.
Yeah. Ozo raised the question of do you believe him, so that's why.
I mean, I don't know. Ozo could go, but Ozo doesn't want to talk to people.
Fair. You also know that Corvus and Lunine still have not shown up.
Antisocial.
Corvus.
And it's been a significant amount of time for Selenar to chase after that thing, follow it all the way to wherever it is, and come
Those
back.
guys went to bed early last night too. Like, are they sick? Did somebody get snacked on by a ghost yesterday and we didn't notice?
No, I mean, Corvus gets like this sometimes.
Which
I don't.
I believe you're sharing a room with Corvus, Ozo, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Corvus was asleep when you came down for meal.
I think he's fine. I don't know. He gets like quiet, thoughtful, and only wants to sleep all the time. Occasionally.
Do we need to like get him a cleric or anything?
I think it's in his head. I don't know why Lunine would be gone. Do you?
Did Lunine say anything last night?
He just went to bed. He just did his typical like, well, I'm going to bed, and kind of left you all.
Well,
And he's not
from
sharing
the-
a room with anyone, so nobody knows if he's still asleep or not, or if he's run off
Or
into his...
alive.
Correct.
Or even
I'm happy
there.
to go. I'm happy to go knock on his door.
I mean, didn't he want to go talk to some people? Maybe he went to do that.
Did he? I don't remember. But of the short amount of time I've come to know him, he's a little bit antisocial, bit moody, kind of like you guys. Must be the type of people I attract. I'm sure he's fine. But if you want, you can go ahead and knock on the door.
Well, what do we have planned for today? We have all these notes about but they all sound like things people do at night.
I believe.
Trying to gather information about the lieutenants. We still are trying to get passage to check out the leaf from the book.
Yeah, but all these lieutenants, they all sound like people who do nighttime stuff. Like, who the heck goes to a casino at 8 a.m.?
I mean,
a lot of people,
not
but
completely crazy.
Andra thinks that is beyond. Why would you do such a thing?
there's an entire city called Vas Vegas, and it is just wild.
Los Legas.
So as you're all kind of having this discussion, Holland comes out, kind of talking with one of her employees about the mess that's been made in the store cupboard.
Pixies?
Pixies? I don't think pixies. No, there's been a couple of different establishments in the area saying that ingredients have been going missing for some reason.
Weird.
Not flour by any chance.
Actually, yes. At least for me, flour was taken. Not much, but they certainly made a mess of everything. It's like they dove into the sack and took whatever and then ran out. I mean, it's a mess in there. And this little, like, young guy with her is like, and I swear, I didn't do it. It was not like that an hour ago.
I did see, and I described that I did see a creature who claimed to have stolen flour, but was unable to catch them. But I describe what they looked like and the direction they ran off to.
Well,
omitting
thanks.
the part where I let them go.
Well, appreciate that. Fortunately, well, I'll have to talk to some of the other local tavern owners. It seems like, because it's never enough, so a small little thing like that would surely be a likely culprit. There have been other little small, like, nuisances happening lately as well, but only the past day or so.
I'm sorry. What else are they taking?
Well, I think one of the places was missing some flour, like me. Other places have been missing. I think someone was missing some salt, and someone was missing some lavender, and someone was missing something else. What was it? Chamomile. They like a bunch of chamomile had been gone missing. Oh yes, and she lists off a few other like small items.
Someone's making tea and toast.
You can
That's
make
my best guess.
you can make a nature check if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, Andrew doesn't know shit.
Do
She's
I
not
know
even
how to cook?
She's not even sure that there's
11.
chamomile in tea.
Are you trained in nature, Rosa?
No.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have a nat 20.
Are
Are they making
Do you
lavender honey chamomile tea cake? That's what it sounds like.
are you trained, or do you have half proficiency in?
I have half proficiency.
Right, because of Jack of all trades.
Yes.
Jack. It's my favorite.
Uh,
I miss Jack.
Yeah, Renata. As they are listing off the variety of like strange herbs and spices and various other things,
Yes. Yeah.
you are reminded
This
of
is wild.
a recipe from when you were staying with Melodia
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
that
Oh, wow.
that she called a sleeping draft.
oh.
Guys, it sounds like ingredients used to make a sleeping draught.
How do you know that?
Past experience. Long story. Don't want to bore you, but trust me on this. It sounds quite the same. I'm starting to wonder now if I was a victim of this sleeping drought. Did I feel especially sleepy last night?
No?
Really?
Well, I'm happy to lead you all to the hut if you think it's worth investigating. I may go knock on. I'm like looking at a watch on my not watch wrist. I may go knock on Lunine's door to see if they are interested in joining or have other things to do today. And I get up and walk up the stairs.
Yeah, you make it to Lunine's door. You knock. There's no response.
I knocked several times. I know there won't be any response, so I would just come back down and say,
While you're knocking, make a perception check. With a 19, Selenar, you are like on fire tonight. You notice a couple things. One, the door isn't locked. And two, you hear faint snoring coming from inside the room.
is this late enough that it would be questionable if Lunine was actually still asleep?
Yeah,
like-
Lunine is normally a very like active, up and at 'em individual.
Okay, I quietly open the door.
You open the door, and it seems like Lunine, he's just fallen asleep on his bed. He's not under the covers. He is just asleep and kind of head tilted to one side, kind of very lightly, kind of breathing in and breathing out, snoring, like not like heavy snores, but just like light little ones. And all of his stuff is there, like just kind of dropped on the floor by the bed. Like his swords are not like hanging up, they're just kind of like, it's like he like took them off and just let them drop on the floor, and he is passed out.
Lunine.
Nothing.
Lunine.
Nothing.
Lunine.
No response.
Okay. I go back downstairs and say, Lunine is up there. He is alive, but dead to the world. And I did close the door on my way out of his room.
Were there
So
hints of lavender or
Chamomile.
chamomile?
there is an unnatural sleep. I did not smell his breath. You are welcome to.
I mean,
This is starting to sound strange. It's a very strange morning. Between what happened with you and what's happening with Lunine, I wouldn't mind stretching my legs and going to see where you chased down that little fella.
I'm happy to show the way. I do believe he did not steal your hair, but the flower, the other things missing, Lunine being very unnaturally asleep, this definitely raises some questions, and I've got nothing else better to do today.
I'll go with you. That does seem odd. I just thought it was Corvus being, having feelings.
Corvus has feelings?
Well, Corvus must. Corvus is alive.
is he?
No, for sure he is. But he hides that feeling behind his mask. Much like you, Ozo.
Ozo says nothing and shrugs.
With feeling.
But hey, let's go interrogate a small creature.
Let's go ask some questions, I suppose.
Let's knock some heads. I mean, interrogate. No, ask questions.
Okay. So the four of you gather yourselves up and head down to where Selenar had chased down this little gremlin-y dude. Is that your
Yeah.
plan?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
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 Cool.
Yes.
Great.
Go
Yeah.
chase the gremlin.
Yeah. You head on down to the like muddy shack, let's say. And like it's a like stone building, it's kind of dilapidated. It's got like a portion of the corner kind of hanging in, or the fallen in. And there's like about a foot of water. It's like in like a place that's like either collected water from stuff that's like leached down through the rocks or swept up through the canals and everything that run back here towards the natural caverns. You're kind of in one of those like really rundown areas like you were a few levels up a day or so ago.
We keep finding ourselves in like the ugliest parts of the city.
Yeah. So while you kind of get there, you're kind of like on the banks like of this watery, swampy area. Go ahead, give me a perception check as you kind of are taking a look at this shack.
Not me.
Nope.
Oof. 10.
I don't see shit.
Cool.
3.
Cool. So Ozo, you see like through the like one of the like openings, like the door is kind of like lopsided, but it's shut, but it's got like holes in it. You see a figure in there kind of rummaging around.
There's something there. You want to go to there? Should we talk? Are we being sneaky? I don't make plans.
Well, what would Corvus do?
Rude about it, most likely.
Well,
Selenar just
mean-
walks forward.
there are two things Corvus might do. Either Corvus would be sneaky, or Corvus would say hello. I don't know which he would pick now.
He would not say hello. I feel like he would be sneaky.
Sometimes. I suppose this is a time when you would be sneaky.
Let's be sneaky.
Okay. I
Sorry,
will
Jared,
be sneaky.
sneaky.
Okay.
I will go find a back door, because that's what Corvus usually has me do.
Yeah, so running around the perimeter of this camp, seems like there's only one door. It's not very small. It's like 20 by 20. It's not, or 25 by 20. It's not very large.
Okay.
And it's kind of like in this little bog puddle, for lack of a better term, which is very weird given the rest of the city. But if anyone wants to approach the area, you can make a stealth check through the water if you want.
Sure, I guess we're being sneaky. I'm stealthing. 15.
13.
Okay.
Grumble about getting my feet wet. And apparently failed to roll stealth. Let me try that again. Apparently very quietly complained about getting my feet wet.
Cool. Are you being stealthy, Selenar?
I am staying several dozen feet back from everybody else, but not making any huge attempt to be. I'm kind of just not approaching, but not being too far behind.
Aren't you coming with us, Eleanor? I thought you wanted to talk to this creature.
Okay. I will roll a stealth check.
Okay.
I
So,
almost wanted that to be a nat 1 that time.
Shh.
cool. So, Andra, you're very light, kind of like picking your way through this muck and mire. However, being stealthy through water and muddy, slushy water is very difficult.
Sure.
And you all make about 10 feet into the water or so when a giant cloud of fog comes up from the water that it is in, or the water that you are in.
Does it look threatening?
You can't see through it. It's just a big cloud of fog.
Mage armor.
Everyone, first I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Bummer.
I didn't roll. Oh, dang.
Okay, so Renata is okay. Everybody else is poisoned and unable to breathe.
Oh, that seems bad.
Oh boy.
Well,
Uh,
wow.
As this massive fog cloud has just come up across all of you. So you're all poisoned, can't breathe, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
And with that, we are going to take a short 5-minute break. So we will be right back to pick up the start of this encounter when we return after a short rest. So thank you all. Thank you, Takos and Mashu. I've got it. We'll be back in but 5 minutes here to play some more D&D and get into whatever fun excitement lies within this shack and this fog cloud. So we'll be right back in 5 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you in a moment.
Yes, please.
Hello, everyone. We are back. Thanks for sticking with us. We are going to dive right into this glorious initiative order. So, first thing that has happened is this fog cloud has appeared, leaving our friends, everyone except for
Me, Renata.
Renata, is currently poisoned. Which, if you
Mhm.
look up the poisoned condition, you'll see that
Yep.
there's quite a lot of detriments to being poisoned.
Yeah, kind of sucks.
Yeah. Specifically, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks,
Yeah.
which is rough.
Oh,
But
I apparently failed to click my token before I rolled initiative.
I did as well.
fail.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
I'm
re-roll,
going-
or do you want this initiative?
Nope. I'll just add you manually.
Say I'm going last. I rolled a 3.
That's a 20. Andra was a 3.
Yes. Andra's rolling great this evening.
Great. Uh-huh.
Where do I put? Oh, conditions. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Cool.
I'm learning. All
Yeah.
dogs can do and learn new tricks.
Yeah, it's all good. Bonk.
And
Great.
if you click the little arrow, it will tell you what happens.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it.
Uh,
Poison creature has disadvantage on things and
Yeah.
stuff.
Uh-huh.
yeah, all the things and all the stuff. All right. So, you should now see yourself, and that's about it, because you are
Mhm.
surrounded by darkness. You are in a cloud. Most of you cannot breathe, and none of you can see. So, Renata, you are the first to choose to do something here.
Oh, was I able to get my mage armor up?
Yeah, you can have your mage armor up.
Okay.
Do I get a sense of how deep the water is?
It's not very deep.
Are we still walking though, or are we treading
Yeah,
water?
no, you are walking through water. Like
Okay,
you're
walking
you're
through
like mid thigh or like mid calf maybe.
Okay,
Like it's only like a foot deep.
gotcha. And I can't see anyone.
Nope.
No. I don't have anything to remove this fog. Let's see, can't even cast Bardic Inspiration on myself. I am really in a tough spot, so I will. Hold on, let me. I won't do that yet. So I will just. I'll use a dodge action and kind of just hold my ground.
Okay. Great. You take the dodge action.
I should say this. Let's do this. Can I move in a certain direction?
Yeah. You want to move? You can move.
I will continue moving forward. What I think is forward is.
Okay. Pick a direction.
I will go. And I will stop there and take my dodge action.
Okay. Ozo, you feel something large come up over your shoulder and like try to push through you.
Does it smell like Renata?
It's a
I
big,
feel like Renato would wear cologne, right?
it's a big boggy smell. Like
But, yeah.
this is a quick, instant thing. Something you can't see has come up behind you.
But I am aware enough. I knew that I had people behind me, right?
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna move forward with it. I'm not gonna try to stop it.
Okay, so you let it bypass you. Okay, great.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Next up, some fun things happen.
When you say fun,
yeah. Renata, I need Renata to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wah wah.
Uh,
I am.
well,
How did they die? Well,
it's okay. Like you should have had disadvantage on that, but it doesn't matter. You failed anyway. Okay. So Renata, you get in, and it feels like that beer that you were drinking earlier has gone to your head, and you fall prone. Oh no, wait, nope, sorry, hold on.
Holding.
Okay. No, so you feel like, like that beer and this fog cloud are not mixing good together.
But I'm still standing.
You're still standing.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm feeling nauseous, but
yeah, like you feel like you are extremely drunk.
I will not embarrass myself and
Although
in front of anyone.
Although you are now poisoned.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And that's that. Next up, Selenar.
So literally can't breathe, right?
Yeah, like you can hold your breath for 1 plus your Constitution modifier minutes. So you can hold your breath for a minute, but like you can't breathe in this thick miasma that has appeared.
Great. Cool. Before the miasma appeared, do I know what is ahead of me? Like, if I were to
some distance ahead, like if you progress some distance east on the map, you will run into the like surrounding area of the little shack, because it's got like a little porch kind of built up around it.
I just move, and 1 minute is 10 rounds, right? So I just move east slowly.
Okay.
I don't know how many squares I'm gonna go, but I imagine I'm moving at half speed, being cautious.
Okay. So you move that way. Andra, you feel something large come up behind you and try to like move through your space.
I'm ducking.
Okay. You duck down into the water.
I'm already pretty small, so
Yeah. And this form moves past you. Okay,
So
great.
if I can't breathe, I also can't speak? Question mark.
Correct. Like you're struggling for breath right now.
Okay. That is a turn.
Okay. Next up, you hear nope.
we don't hear.
What are they going to do here?
I feel like a Muppet today. The number of times I've made this face
Cool.
all day long. Not just here, just all day.
Okay.
Some days do be that way.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what they do. Ozo, we're over to you.
Okay, well, a couple forms moved forward. What is my memory? Because I saw for a moment, right? Because we had the orbs for a moment.
Yeah, like there was like 20 feet or so. It was like the porch, like 15 feet there was the porch. And then like there's some stairs down because it's kind of like built up above this little like watery area. It's not very well built, but looks like it was added
ahead
after
of
the
us.
fact. Yeah.
Ahead of us. And did I have a sense of like when the poison happened, right? Did I have a sense of the area?
No, it all just rose up from
It
the.
just puffed up once.
Yeah.
So I can't tell if it's still there or if I just can't breathe.
Well, you can tell that you can't see through the fog, so it's still there.
I see. Fair.
Because the fog is what is giving you the poisoned condition.
Right. Well, I'm going to try to run and jump to the porch using some step of the wind. I'm doing it. I'm just running and jumping. Sprint forward, leap up to the porch.
Cool. Make an athletics check at disadvantage.
Let's do it. 8. I slam into Renata.
You run forward and hit the back of something solid and go and go splashing down in the water, kind of losing your orientation.
Great.
It's like 18 inches of water, so you can like, but you're for the moment you are prone.
Okay. And I still can't breathe.
Correct.
Great.
All right. Next up, something happens, and then we go to Andra.
Okay, that's me. Can I feel if Dancing Lights is still up as a spell?
You have taken no damage, so your concentration remains.
Right, but it's gotten real dark. Can I
Yeah.
tell that my orbs are still up somewhere that I just can't see them?
Yeah, you're concentrating on the spell. It's still there.
Cool. I want to pull them closer to me.
Okay.
Um,
Nothing happens.
Nothing happened. I can't see them even if they're like right by my head.
No, like this fog cloud is too obscuring. It's heavily obscured, like you can't see.
Cool. I'm going to panic.
Okay.
Just mild panic.
And then I'm going to follow whatever creature climbed over me.
Okay.
Walk in that same direction.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's all I got.
Make a dexterity saving throw. You walk forward. You walk forward, and smash into something sturdy, and splash in the water. You are prone.
Awesome.
But you don't take any damage. Selenar, something hit your ass, and then you heard a splash in the water. Renata, we are over to you.
I'm going to try to move forward.
You try to move forward, and there's you hit something. It feels like a structure of some kind in front of you.
Okay. Let me. I will. Oh my god, this is terrible. Let me go up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put like one hand on the structure and
everybody, make me except for Renata. Everybody, make a Constitution saving throw. Okay.
11.
Okay.
My dice have run out for the evening.
I got
Okay.
a 5.
Yeah.
I might be
Okay.
drowning.
Okay. Yeah. You still poisoned. Still can't. Still can't breathe. Yeah. Go ahead, Renata.
I'm sorry. I was going to put my hand on the structure and like walk along it, but
Okay.
if I put my hands on the structure, does it feel like something I can climb up?
It feels like rickety something. Yeah. Like maybe.
Because I mean, prior to the fog, we were walking towards a shack, right? So like,
Uh-huh.
saw what the shack looked like.
Yeah. Like
before
you.
I-
Like you think it's like the porch, so you think you can climb up there.
All right, so let me try it. Let me try to climb up.
Great.
Up and over.
Make an athletics check. It's at disadvantage because you're poisoned and can't see.
Yes.
But with a dirty 20,
All right.
you are able to you climb up and you kind of feel yourself and you catch yourself as you fall over a rickety railing. Which,
Nice.
as you do so, does a 15 hit you?
It does hit me.
You feel tiny little claws slash across your leg for 7 points of slashing damage.
Holy crap, that's a lot. That is
Very slashy.
25% of my life. All right. About 25%. Okay. So that was my movement to do all that? Or was it an action 2 to climb up?
Do you want to keep trying to use your movement?
No. How much have I used of my movement?
I'd say you've used about 10 feet to like climb up.
10 feet to climb up. And then something attacked me
Uh-huh.
as I landed, like something attacked
Yeah,
me,
it
or-
feels like you stepped, like you came down and like something was like in that area and like slashed at you.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to move
like-
anymore or do you want to stay where you are?
I want to make a swinging sword attack around my feet. Do I feel like this thing is still in my threatened zone? Like,
It's impossible to tell. You
Arrest.
can't see.
so if I were to make an attack, it would be like a
It would be a disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah, it would just be a disadvantage.
I am going to make an attack.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Okay. Go for it.
I will use my rapier. A 10.
You swipe down at your feet and don't hit anything.
Okay. That was my action. I still have some movement left, so I will try to move forward. I'll take another step this way.
Cool. You move like so it was like 10 feet up, 5 feet onto the thing. You move past your more than half your movement, and your head swirls from that drunken aura, and you tumble downstairs and fall prone at the bottom of the stairs. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. That's embarrassing. But luckily, no one saw that.
So you are prone.
Got it. Okay. Then that will be the end of my turn.
We're all just laying about in this bog.
Layabouts,
yeah.
a bunch of layabouts.
Yep. Okay. That's that. Next up, they're just gonna do the same thing. Okay, now that is how that works. Okay, great. Selenar, at the start of your turn, please make a Constitution saving throw.
What could go wrong?
Lots of things. Lots
Many
of
things.
All the things.
You're fine.
Not poisoned?
Or, well, unchanged. Unchanged. Your status is currently unchanged.
So I am not fine.
Yeah, you still feel poisoned, but in this moment, you also feel as though you've drunk too much, which makes no sense because you haven't drunk anything today. But you just feel drunk.
Selenar and feeling drunk, that's when people start to burn to death. Did I hear any of this of Renata's turn in front of me at all?
Yeah, you heard something the sound of like foomp onto a deck, and then you heard like slashy, 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 and then you heard like a sword kind of like squibbling to nothing, and then you heard I
did not go
You replay that, please? So slowly moving forward, I suppose, still easterly towards the direction of the whatever.
Yeah,
noise.
you begin to move, and you feel immediately there is a structure in front of you.
And I cannot see at all.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to. Can I not see because it's dark, or is it like a misty?
So this fog that has risen up is blocking your vision. It's heavily obscured. Like, you can see the fog, but it's right in front of your eyes, so you're only seeing like this whited out fog area.
Do I think that more light would help?
It's hard to know. This doesn't appear natural, so who's to say?
All right.
You know that Andra's orbs, like, they were like right around you guys, and they are not helping.
God, I have so much nothing to deal with this. All right, 10 feet over my head, in the air over us, I'm gonna conjure a flaming sphere.
Okay.
I don't need a attack roll, right? It's not attacking anyone. I'm just creating it in the sky to hopefully let us see a little bit.
Okay, so the flaming sphere, if you conjure it in the sky, it will immediately fall on top of you. Because it rolls along the ground, it doesn't like float up in the air.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Man, what a question. I'm obviously not going to make a flaming sphere that's just going to fall onto my head. That's dumb.
Sure.
I did not know that.
You're gonna let me on
suppose
fire,
I
aren't you?
will attempt to walk around, so directly in front of my face, like if Selenar
like if you put your hand out, you feel a structure.
Okay, I move to the right along the structure.
Okay, go for it.
I don't know which way that is on the map, so you're gonna have to move my token.
Okay. So you move to the right. And
basically, I'm just following the wall, looking for an entrance or staircase or something.
Yeah, you keep moving. Once you get here, your head swirls, and you fall prone in the water.
Lying down, going for. That's what we're doing today.
TPK.
Welcome to the bog, so
You have not taken any damage. You've just fallen in the water.
Fair.
Okay. They're doing that. Over to Ozo. Oh, at the end of your turn, Selenar, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, me? Sorry.
Yep. Okay, you are still poisoned and unable to breathe.
It's going great.
All right, Ozo.
Great.
At the start of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
16 this time.
Okay, great.
Great. Gonna get up and move forward and use my action to also move forward toward the sound of clunk 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 that I heard before.
Sure.
Sounded awfully like a
Uh,
drunken Renata.
So, let's see.
Drunken Renata does not have a unique
Okay.
sound, all right?
All right, so you're moving forward, you said?
Yep, toward the sound of clunk clunk down the stairs.
Okay. So you move half your movement and get to there.
Great. I'll use my action to just keep moving. I'm gonna just keep moving until I feel like I'm oriented somewhere.
Cool. You move. Let's see. Yeah, you are hit by a wave of like, oh my god, I'm drunk. And
Weird.
fall prone onto a like landing. Like it's dry, but it's a little rickety landing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I've
So
fallen onto a porch.
yeah, so you fall prone. At the end of your turn, go ahead, make a Constitution saving throw.
10.
Okay. No change.
No change. Holding my breath, creeping forward.
Yeah. Let's see. But you can see a little bit, I think, now, maybe. Yes, now?
Mhm.
Can you? Oh, nope, guess not.
Darn.
However, something can see you.
That's good.
Uh-oh.
Good.
Pretty sure it's not good.
Does a 16 hit you?
Ah, just barely. I am a 16.
Okay, you take 7 points of piercing damage as a bite bites into your outstretched arm as you are prone. And
Well, ouch.
a 15 misses you, right?
Correct.
Okay, you feel like claws try to like grab onto you, but you're able to like pull your hand out of the way, even
Ow.
though you're prone.
How?
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah,
Who's there? Why are you biting me?
yeah. Very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool. All right, Andra, over to you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, make a con save. Okay,
4.
cool. All right. Yeah, you feel drunk like all the others seem to have been feeling drunk.
She's going to stay on the ground or in the bog and curl up into a tiny ball.
Okay, you begin to drown.
I'm sitting up, but curled up in a ball. I thought it was only in 18 inches of water.
You all remember
Fine.
you can't breathe. Remember?
Sure. Is my head underwater?
No.
Okay. Great. I'm gonna curl up into a little ball and
Okay.
panic.
Okay. Okay. Great.
That's it. Making myself as small as I can be. And,
Okay.
because I keep hearing yelping and
A lot of yelping and a lot of
funny.
splashing.
a lot of splashing, and I'm just
Renata, it is your turn.
Okay. I fell down the stairs, so I would get up for half my movement
Uh huh.
and walk back up the stairs.
Okay. You walk back up the
Wait,
stairs.
Up the stairs, wherever that is.
Yeah, you kind of slowly, carefully crawl up these stairs. You get to what feels like the top, and you feel little claws slash at you again. So has advantage, but disadvantage. Cancel out straight roll. 19 to hit. for 7 slashing damage.
Cool. I will attack back.
Yeah, go for it. Disadvantage attack.
Yep.
A 19 is going to do it.
19. Nice.
Yeah. For 9 piercing damage against something, you feel your sword stick into something. And you hear a little, ow! What the fuck?
Nice.
You fucking lush!
I mean, you're out of line, but you're not wrong either. Do I have any movement left?
You used half your to stand up, and then you took you 15 to get up the stairs.
So that was it. Okay. Okay, so then movement, action,
Do you have
bonus
a,
action.
do you have a
can't
bonus action?
really-
Great. End of your turn, make a con save.
Yeah.
Unless you have a bonus action you want to do.
No, I do not. No. So Constitution saving throw. 7.
Okay, yep, still poisoned. Okay. Great. All right. Well, Renata, you feel claws attack at you again. That is a, wow, good roll. That's a dirty 20 to hit, even at disadvantage. So that is 5 points of slashing damage. The others are doing that thing. Selenar.
I think I'm passed out in the water.
You're
just prone.
you're still conscious. You're just prone, so you can stand back up for half your movement.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I continue moving in the direction I was moving. Looking for a way in or up.
Okay, so you stand up and begin to move, and you feel a corner as you kind of are hugging along this wall. So you stick with the corner.
To find a corner, like the corner of a building, or like a corner above me that I could climb up or something.
Well, like this structure that you're going by, it feels like it's got pylons, and like you know it's that porch that you saw. So it feels like it stops. So like it's the corner of the porch.
Sure, I'm trying to get up onto the porch, ultimately.
Do you want to try to climb the porch here?
Sure.
Okay. Make an athletics check at disadvantage.
Is there an easier way than just rolling it twice?
If you hold control, I think
Oh,
it should
yeah.
do. You can also always set it to roll. Well, an 8, and an 8. You try to climb up, and you a piece of the like the decking gives out, and the porch, and you splash back to the ground. Your movement is spent.
Sweet.
At the end of, do you want to do an action or anything?
I will attempt to cast a cantrip, Druidcraft. One of them is a small puff of wind. So attempting to just make a... I'm really just trying to blow a little bit of the fog in front of me away, so maybe I can see a little bit.
Yeah, you see kind of a little bit of a clearing happen, and then the surrounding fog just fills it back in.
There was an attempt.
Yeah. At the end of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay, no change for Selenar. All right, over to Ozo. You got attacked, and you are prone on this like porch thing.
Yep. I'm going to stand up and do a spinny kicky thingy.
Okay, make a disadvantage attack roll, please.
Why is this so hard to find? Actions, that's why I'm in features and traits. Does a 7 hit anything?
7 is a big old whiff. You don't hit anything as you kick out to an area you cannot see.
Great, I'm gonna do it again. Spinny kicky thing. What about a 12?
12, you spin out that kick and nothing.
Great. I'm going to move forward.
You move forward, and you don't have dark vision, do you?
Nope.
So you take a step forward, and you can not see anything, but you can breathe again. Actually,
Okay.
Wait, maybe not. Hold on.
Okay. I do get to make another con save, though, in theory.
Yeah. So you feel like as though you have left the fog area, but you still cannot breathe.
Okay.
Like it's like lodged in your throat. Do you want to keep moving forward, or are you happy there?
I will keep moving forward if I have. Yeah, I haven't used up all my movement.
Okay.
Just gonna keep moving forward, hands out.
Cool. You move about.
Reception.
You need another like 15 feet, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Great. 11.
An 11 is enough. You feel your foot slip as though you were going to step off the edge of this solid platform that you're on and fall back into the water, but you manage to catch yourself.
Great.
Which also means you don't leave a threatened area. So you're able to stop yourself. End of your turn. Go ahead. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god, 9.
Yeah. Still poisoned.
Yep.
All right. Next up, let's see. Okay, yep. Oof, you get bit again for 7 points of piercing damage. But you feel a claw like try to grab onto you, but you're able to wriggle out of it once again without taking any damage. Over to Andra.
Yeah. Do I get to make a con save?
Yeah, go ahead. No change on a 10. You feel drunk and alone, and you're in the dark, and you hear splashing and splooshing, and your friends shouting painfully.
I am
It seems like staying in this area is not the best plan.
cool. I am going to throw a cone of burning hands in the direction of the ruckus.
What direction are you sending it in?
To where I can hear the thumping and the.
It's coming from all sorts of areas, so
Oh,
I just need you to pick a direction,
Sure.
which you can do. Change your line tool to a cone, and you can
Yep. Yeah.
create it. 15-foot cone.
It's a 15-foot cone.
Yep.
It is broadcasting to others. Great. I need this grid to go away so I can see what I'm doing. Of course I'm in black on black.
I can see it.
hello?
So
Great. That way.
cool. You light up. You don't hear anything go crazy.
Can I see my cone of flame at all?
It just in you know that you have released it, and you see it's like when you put on fog lights in fog, it's just all lights up and you just see fog.
Cool. I'm going to walk in that same direction.
Okay, so you stand up for half your movement.
Yep, and I walk the same 15 feet that I just tried to light on fire.
Cool. Make a dexterity saving throw, please, at disadvantage.
Ooh, 14.
14's enough. You manage not to knock yourself over as you come in contact with some sort of structure. But that does.
That's all I can do.
Does burning hands light stuff on fire?
Sure does.
Cool. Oh, but this is all stone, so it's not on fire. So great. Or actually, no.
See.
No, the porch is made of wood. So you reach out.
It ignites any flammable objects in the area that are not being worn or carried.
Yeah, so you reach out and something is on fire. You take 4 points of fire damage.
Ow!
As your own petard burns you.
Petard.
Yeah. Hoisted by my own petard.
Oh, okay.
Is that the phrase? Something like that is the phrase.
Yes.
It feels right, yes.
Cool. Why are these? There used to be a really good one and I can't find it.
Do I get to make another con save?
Yes, you do. Go ahead. Make another con save.
18.
Hey, that's great. So, you are no longer poisoned and you are able to breathe.
Oh, good. I'm going to take a deep breath in.
Yeah. But you feel like being in this area is a bad idea. Also, make another con save for the concentration on your orbs.
All right.
Oh.
4.
Well, okay, you feel the concentration on your orbs break.
Yeah, they weren't doing shit anyway.
Fair enough. Okay. Renata, we're over to you.
I'm going to move up. Actually, no, I'm sorry. First, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself, because
Okay.
I'm hurting a lot.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Nice.
Nice. Get 9 healing.
Right.
All right.
I like it. And then I will move this way, half my movement.
Okay, you step that way and you feel flames lick up your legs. You take 4 points of fire damage.
Sorry.
Okay.
As you dance through your and you patch yourself up. Also, disadvantage. Does a 12 hit you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, carry on then.
Okay, will do. If I remember my movement, I should be feeling a railing on my left side.
You do.
I'm staring at my screen. Do I feel anything on my right side?
No.
No. Okay, so let's explore the right side. I'm going to move this way
Okay.
and that way. Oh, can't move any. Am I at a wall?
Yeah, you run into something and like feeling your hand around it feels like that shitty door.
I found a door. I'm gonna call out. Follow my amazing, beautiful singing voice. I found the door.
And as you feel the door, that feeling comes over you again, and you fall prone.
What? There's no save for that?
Nope. At the end of your turn, make this Constitution saving throw.
All right.
You are still poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next up, Selenar. You're prone again in the water. You want to try climbing back up?
I will stand.
Okay.
From before when I actually could see.
Yeah.
Should I? Oh my god. Should I? Do I think it's worth continuing along the back of the house, or should I? Do you think I would try to climb up again?
That's
I
a
don't
you
know what I
question.
saw.
Yeah, you just saw this porch that kind of wrapped around this little shack. The shack is like stone and falling apart, but the porch was made of wood.
And now it's on fire.
He doesn't know that.
Sure.
No.
I'll attempt. No, I don't know that. I will attempt to climb it again. Why not?
Okay, make an athletics check at disadvantage. A 7, a piece of railing, like as you're climbing up, gives way, and you splash, fall back. So you are once again prone in the water.
And that's my action, right? That's not a move.
That was your movement.
Okay. I angrily get mad at the railing that has now broken twice, and I cast Thunderwave at the railing.
Okay. Yeah, the railing fails. Go ahead,
Knocked down the whole house.
I'm rolling it anyway.
roll it.
I'm just like, God fucking damn it! Gah! At
It's
the railing.
half damage on a successful save, right?
I believe so. And I only did a level 1.
Yeah. So a couple things happen.
Yes, on a successful save, the creature takes half damage and isn't pushed.
Yeah.
Unsecured objects are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you, and thunderous boom to 300 feet.
And it's a 15-foot cube,
That's correct.
and you just did it like right in front of you, right?
I did it at the railing that has now broken twice and made me fall down twice while trying to climb it. Yeah, this is just a rage knee-jerk reaction.
Cool. All right. So, first of all, you hear a bunch of creaking, crowding, and as
Oh no.
a bunch of wood and stuff falls into the water. Sploosh, 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 sploosh.
Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh.
Renata, you feel this like cracking and creeping as you can feel the area like immediately to your left like falls away, like the little porch that was there. It's gone now. Like you hear the splash, you get splashed by some of the water. Selenar, you also overhear a little voice go, "Aye!" and sploosh in the water.
Good.
As though it was like jumping, it was like "Rah, rah, rah, rah," sploosh. Little tiny voice. Selenar, end of your turn. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Oh, that might actually do it.
Yeah, that does it. You are no longer poisoned. And you can breathe, at least for the moment.
Resets the 3-minute breathing timer at least.
Yeah, definitely.
Suddenly reminded of Tomb Raider.
Definitely. Okay. Ozo, we're over to you. Now, if you have any kind of like light source, like you can use an action to light that. Just remember.
I mean, yeah, technically I have a torch, but
It's up to you.
sure. I don't know.
Presumably
What if I
wet.
light some
I
incense?
I am just reminding everybody that they have that option
No.
available to them.
Yes. I say out loud, we should probably invest in some night vision. And then, yes, I will light a stupid torch.
Okay, you light a torch around you, and you see, for the first time in a few seconds here,
Oh, hi.
you see a friend. What it looks like is this like human-sized like squat thing with like bushy coverings over its shoulders and like pale green skin and claws and like beaked face and like kind of a hump or a shell. Looks like a weird contorted turtle creature. And it blinks its eyes as you light this torch.
Hello. And then I kick it. Oh, I can't because I used my action.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just looks at you.
Oh, hi. Do I get to make a con save at least? Maybe?
Yes, you do. Go ahead, make a con save.
But do I get to make it? Hey!
Hey, you are no longer poisoned.
I can breathe. No, it's a 10 because it's at disadvantage, isn't it? Or no, just ability checks.
No, ability checks and attack rolls are disadvantaged. Saves are not.
Nice. Great.
So wonderful.
Breathe.
Yeah, you can breathe. And what you see over here is a like cloud that you cannot see through. It's just all this like bog miasma has risen up in that location.
Gotcha. I'll just say, if I may, you can walk toward my voice and get out of it.
Okay. Next up is the friend next to you,
My
Ozo.
friend.
No longer is it at advantage.
That's good.
Because it had dark vision and you did not.
Yep.
But that's a natural 20 on the first attack.
Well,
God damn.
this is when I got hit a lot.
It snipes towards you for 11 piercing damage.
Great.
And then Claw's a 7. Claw misses. Claw attack keeps missing. It's really good with its bite.
It's really great. That is like so great.
If you want one of the attacks to miss, it is the claw attack, believe it or not.
That's great. I'm so down with missing
Yeah.
attacks.
Andra, over to you.
I'm going to walk in the direction of Ozo's voice.
Okay. Where is that?
I don't know. I heard her voice. Heard their voice.
Yeah.
They said, "Come over here."
Yeah, make a perception check. It's a little chaotic, so a 12 will get you there. Somewhere in this general direction.
I walk that way.
Cool. Yeah, you feel that structure is against your side, so it's going to impede you.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Is it is it the part of the structure that's on fire?
I mean, it is, but you know that because you touched it last time, so you are aware.
Okay. I will.
Which I need you also to make another Constitution saving throw as you begin your turn. You are once again poisoned.
God damn it. Cool.
Yeah, being in this fog, bad idea.
Yeah. But apparently I can't find my way out. Cool. I will skirt the edge of the flaming
Cool.
obstruction and keep walking.
Yeah, you skirt down and turn the corner, and your head swirls in a drunken state of stupor, and you fall prone, ploosh, into the
Cool.
water.
Cool.
You do still have your action and bonus action, though.
Sure. I don't think there's anything useful I can do. Yeah, there is nothing useful I can do from where I am.
Okay. Remember, you can take the dash action. Like, that is an option.
Sure.
Too.
Sure. I could stand up and keep stumbling along for 15 more feet. Not even 15 more feet. 13 more feet. 12 and a half more feet.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 feet, we'll say. Yeah, let me just check something. Let's see.
Dash is less useful when you're prone and you only have a 25-foot walking speed.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. You did not fall prone.
Oh.
You were immune to that effect.
Oh, good.
Because you had saved against it.
Great.
Cool.
In that case, I'm going to keep stumbling around the obstruction without setting myself on fire.
Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 will get you to there. And you can feel like the porch has stopped and there are like, you can feel like what looks like steps are beginning to appear.
Cool. But I'm out of movement.
You are out of movement. But you do have the dash action.
I thought I would just use my dash action.
No.
I didn't because I wasn't prone. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm caught up now. I will climb the stairs. I will dash up the stairs.
Okay, make an athletics check at disadvantage to get up the stairs. Because you're trying to climb up from the side. Hey, but a 17 will get you there for 10 feet of movement.
Nice.
So you scramble up and kind of climb onto these stairs from the side.
Yeah.
You're gonna stay there?
I'm gonna stay there.
Okay, great. Renata, over to you. You are prone on the ground and you feel this porch kind of give way beside you.
Am I still making a con save, or is
yes.
Con save I already passed?
Yes, please make a con save.
I would really like to not be poisoned. Unfortunately, I rolled an 8.
The fog is mighty.
The fog is mighty.
Fog.
Yeah.
Tricks are for kids.
So I felt the porch fall away on the side of me, but
yeah, on this
not
side
the
of you.
portion I'm on. Okay, but the piece I'm on is still.
You're fine.
Oh, supported. Okay. So half my movement, I will stand up.
Yep.
And I am going to hope that they did not lock the door, and I will try the door handle.
Yeah, it opens. Like, the door is more of a suggestion at this point. Like, it's very shoddy and run down.
Flinging things at it.
Guidelines. The door is a suggestion.
Great. So I open the door. Is it still dark inside that?
It is not. It is not. Because it doesn't like go through any structures here. I just need to make a little adjustment to the lighting layer because it's tricky that way. Crazy quick little shits. Okay, great. Okay. All right. So Renata, you have entered and you closed the door behind you. Which
I wouldn't necessarily close the door.
Well, do you want to let the fog in after you?
I guess when you ask that, no, I would not.
You can.
I wasn't sure that's how the fog worked, being it a magical fog. I thought perhaps it would stay on the outside.
No, like it will spill around edges if you give it a chance. Just like normal fog. So you open, and what you see inside here, you see
no one to fight.
You see these guys. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, there's no one in this room.
You see a couple of these short little guys. They seem to have like plants growing out of their back and little claws and sharp pointy teeth and big old ears. And then you see one little tiny guy that is just a little feller, very cute.
A little guy.
Maybe a foot tall. Kind of clutching onto like a whiskey bottle or something and just being like, ah, shit! But that's what you see.
I'm gonna say, y'all fuck now, and cast Thunderstruck.
Okay.
Selenar approves.
Thank you. So let's see. Wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage.
Yeah, so you're doing kind of this thing, like that? 15-foot cube?
Oh, it doesn't hit this guy? Down here? Or just barely? No, it doesn't hit. Maybe I do it from here.
So you step in and kind of do it there?
Wherever I can step in and hit all three of them.
Well, it's a 15-foot cube, and they're 10 feet apart, so...
So I will be... But originating from me, so I can, like, curve the cube a little bit.
It's a cube. It's not a cone.
I know, but I should be able to hit all of them, right?
Technically,
A cube
no.
at a 45-degree
I-
angle?
Or, yeah.
No, because then it would be a cone. It's it's a cube. It's
But
a
it
block.
originates from you how?
Let me check here. Area of effect. Let's see.
I mean, the way Mike just described it, it's
It is-
pretty much the same as Thunderwave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are no edges. There are no corners to consider. Only the defined cubic space. So you select the cube's point of origin. Oh, but it can lie anywhere on the face of the cube. So yeah, you can shift it down and kind of split your difference here. Kind of do that.
Perfect.
Great. Yeah, that'll work.
Let's do that.
Okay, great. So
Constitution saving throw.
okay. Not much con for these fellas. 2 fail, 1 succeeds. So that's 6 thunder damage.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they get blasted by it. And then if they fail, they get pushed 10 feet away from you.
Yeah, so if they fail to save, they take the damage and they get pushed 10 feet away from me. If they make the save,
Cool.
they take half the damage.
Yep. So these two up here get pushed into that wall and go, ah! Because there's
Nice.
nowhere else for them to go. But yeah, that's their turn.
Love it.
Anything else on your turn?
Let's see. That was my action. That was movement. That's it.
Okay, go ahead. Make a Constitution saving throw. Hey, you are no longer poisoned. Good
All
job.
right.
Or blinded, for that matter. Wonderful. All right, next up, we've got this little guy here. He is going to just look at you, Renata, And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Damn.
He looks at you and tells you, "Flee, you maggoty mouth merchant."
And I scream out, "Oh my god, it talks!"
Yeah,
Run away.
yeah. On your, yeah. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, so you will have to move away from it by the fastest means possible on your turn. Which probably means going back out through the door. This guy is... I think he is outside. He is. So he's just gonna fucking fuck off. Okay, Selenar, over to you.
You're muted.
Selenar will make an attempt to climb the now destroyed banister.
Okay. Great. You go ahead, make that attempt.
Not at advantage, right? Disadvantage this time?
Yeah,
Regular?
you are at disadvantage. Yep. Oh,
Okay.
at the start of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw, because you are still in the fog. So you are once again poisoned and cannot breathe.
And here's the athletics check at disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, it is imperceivable to know how to climb this now that it's a pile of broken crap. So it's like damn near impossible to climb. You might have to take another tack here.
Man, druid rage problem. I can't see anything, right?
Correct.
Okay, so the athletics check is my move action, right? So that I failed?
Yeah, yeah. So you tried to climb it and you couldn't find anywhere to get a grip. So you've used like 10 feet of your movement.
Okay. Do I know that that staircase exists from seeing it before?
You know that there's a staircase from a platform somewhere, but in this darkness you've gotten kind of turned around. You've fallen down a bunch of times.
Oh, that's true. Then I will instead just continue around the direction that I have been moving.
Okay.
Which I think was to my right.
Yeah, you step to here, and your vision returns. You have left the fog cloud.
Oh, interesting.
And while you're there, you can see swimming away from you a little guy. He is swimming away from you. Like,
If I continue in the direction of that guy, will I re-enter the fog cloud?
no, you can see the fog cloud right here. See this dark area?
Alright, I continue then clockwise or to the right. I don't know how much movement I have.
Yeah, so you take another 5 feet there, and you feel your head spin, and you're like, whoa, why do I feel drunk? And poosh! Into the water.
Alright.
You fall prone. And you hear the little guy, the little gremlin-y dude, be like, "Yeah, that's what you get, motherfucker!"
Oh, what a bitch.
As he's swimming away.
I
Okay.
don't like this dude.
Next up, back inside, Renata, you see these guys here look at each other. And they're like, "Hey, we're not supposed to kill him." "Yeah, I know. Well, all right, fine. Well, she wants us to go home, so let's go home. All right, good." And they both come to this window over here and jump out this window. Sploosh. Sploosh. And you all hear loud crashes in the water. And Ozo, you see these little guys
Running away.
kind of wading through the water. They're about your size.
Hi.
And they go, "Screw it, we're done here. Let's get out of here. Let's go, let's go, let's go." Only in their voice, so it's like, "Come on, let's get out of here. Let's go." All right, Ozo, we're over to you. You have this
Great.
big guy. You see this big guy kind of like turns his head as he looks at them, and then like turns back to you.
I just raise an eyebrow, and then I am going to do some key hand of healing, please.
Yeah.
But I have to find where to roll it. No, that's not rolling it. I want you to roll it.
Oh,
Well,
What's your martial
Oh,
arts die? Is it still a D4 or is it a D6?
it's a D4.
Okay. Okay,
I mean,
so
it's a D4 for this, so I
yeah.
don't know. So that's great. I have some 4 Heelys, and I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm learning about. Okay, it's too late. I'll do it next time.
Okay. Next up, we have our little friend here next to Ozo, who kind of like looks at the others and goes, and says something in a language you do not understand, Ozo.
That's fair. I don't understand a lot of languages.
Yeah. He's gonna reach out towards you. That's a 19 to hit.
Yes, it hits.
And so what he's doing is he's just pushing you away. So he pushes you 5 feet, and you splash into the water here, falling
Okay.
prone. And then he splooshes into the water himself and swims very ably over towards this tree here. Andra, we're over to you.
I'm going to. I've just come up some steps.
Yep.
I still can't see the steps, but I know
Correct.
the direction the steps are going. I'm going to continue to walk in the same direction as I was walking up the steps.
All right, so you take a direction there, and you feel little claws like slashing at your feet, like ah!
Shield.
Okay, cast shield. What's your new armor class?
I have a +5, so now it is 19.
21 breaks through the shield, unfortunately.
Ah, Jesus.
You take 4 points of slashing damage from little tiny claws. You can keep moving if you want.
Yeah, why not?
What
Keep
direction?
walking. The same door. Oh, did I walk into him?
It feels like it's at your feet. Like there's little things at your feet, and it's like it's clawing at you.
So is it obstructing my way forward?
No, it feels like you can walk around him.
All right, I will continue. I'm going to keep walking in that direction then, and potentially try to stomp on.
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. You feel the banister in front of you.
The stair banister.
No, the railing of the porch. Like you're on the porch.
Oh, the porch banister.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Understood.
Hmm?
Is it like I've walked? The railing is dead ahead of me.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn to my right
Okay.
and keep
Yeah.
walking, as long as I can walk.
Cool. You get to here, and you take 4 points of fire damage. Or sorry, you take 2 points of fire damage, as you remember you lit part of this porch on fire.
Awesome.
And
At
then
this point, I'm just going to yell and stop.
in the fire.
No, back. I'm going to step away from the fire.
Okay, you
Push
step
it out.
back, and your head swirls, and you fall prone,
Awesome.
feeling like you are drunk. At the end of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw.
Great. 11.
An 11 is not going to do it, unfortunately.
Right.
Hey, Renata. You got a flea, baby. You are under the effects of the command spell.
That's 5.
Yep.
Whoops, gotta open the door.
Yep.
That's 10. Then it's pitch dark, huh?
Yep. Your night vision goes away. So it's pitch dark again once you're here.
That's 5, 10. I'm just gonna go forward. 5, 10, 15.
Yep.
20.
You go ass over tea kettle over the railing. Ah, sploosh!
Yep, I was waiting for that.
At least it wasn't the part of the railing on fire.
And you are
That's true.
or onto the debris left by Selenar's destruction.
You're right.
So you are prone there. I believe that only lasts until the end of your next turn, though. Let me double check here. Let's see.
So I could go back up and try this again.
Yeah, just to the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, you shake your head free, and you're like, "Ah, damn it!" As you are just sitting in water.
Yeah.
Next up, Selenar, you see this little guy swim away from you. And this little guy goes, sploosh! Into the water. You hear another little sploosh. And...
Cool. Well...
And Andra, you see... Or sorry, Ozo.
I don't see shit.
Yeah. You see a little guy just kind of come out of the darkness very carefully, like moving his like way along, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And that's that. Selenar, we're over to you.
Well, I'm gonna throw an ice knife at this dude who's running away from me because fuck that guy.
Yeah, you can
and I'm
stand up and.
Extra mad, so I'm gonna make it a level 2.
Okay. It's 22 to hit. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. So he takes the 4 piercing damage.
Yep. And then he rolls a dex save of 14.
Ooh. Oh, he succeeds on the dex save.
I think he takes half damage of the explosion, but let me check.
Yeah, half the cold damage. Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Cool. Awesome.
And then I move towards him,
Okay.
being all mad.
Yeah, as you approach him, you feel, And you feel if you move any more that you will once again fall down.
Okay, so I stop here.
Yeah. And make a Constitution saving throw for the poison. Hey, no longer poisoned. That's wonderful. Okay. Next up. Ozo, these two guys here, they just double move over towards this tree area. Ozo,
Yeah.
we're over to you.
Yeah, Ozo's just gonna stand up and be like, bye, I guess. I don't what? Just does anybody really know what's going on?
Does anybody ever?
Just hold my torch and be like, at least I can see. Bye, little guys.
It's Hold My Torch, our version of Hold My Beer.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got their torch up in the air.
Yeah, Ozo's just a little confused. Anybody? Now they're leaving.
Anything else on your turn, Ozo?
No, honestly, that's it. Just confusion.
Okay. This guy just kind of grumbles and kind of like puts his arm out to a tree. Andra, we're
Cool,
over to you.
Stand up again.
Yeah.
Oh, do I get to make a con save?
Nope, at the end of your turn. You don't have to make one at
Oh.
the start of your turn.
Sorry. Well, too bad I already clicked it. It doesn't do anything. I'm gonna stand up. And I am walking away from the burning railing.
Okay.
Like if I was facing the burning railing, I'm going to my right.
So you're going this way?
I don't know where the burning railing is, but I'm assuming I can feel it.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one who's on fire.
Yeah, the fire is right in front of you here. Like, this is where the fire is. You stepped into it.
Great, then I'm going the other way to my right.
Here?
Going this way.
Okay, great. You move over to there 5 feet and poof, walk into a door. Or walk into a wall of some kind.
Touch it.
Yeah, it's a wall.
Cool. I guess I'm gonna keep going to the right along the wall, like hugging the wall.
So like the wall is right there. So you can only move either forward or backwards.
I'm turned to face the wall.
Yeah.
And I am walking along the wall toward my right hand.
Towards your right hand. Okay, great.
Toward my right hand.
Make a dexterity saving throw as you step into the area where the stairs are. Okay, with a 16, you manage to catch yourself and you are on the stairs. But you were like, but you managed to catch yourself. You're standing on the stairs. You did not fall into the water.
So the stairs touch the wall?
No, like the stairs go up and you were here. So like stairs and you were here and you moved this way and fell onto the stairs.
I moved along the wall.
I know, the wall stopped.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand how I ended up. If I came up the stairs and didn't hit the wall, how am I walking along the wall and falling down the stairs?
Because the stairs go up past the wall.
Okay. Then can I keep climbing the stairs?
Yeah, you can go back up the stairs.
Okay, I'm gonna keep climbing the stairs then.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you
This is
take...
making no sense to me. My spatial is completely... Because I thought I came to the top of the stairs.
You did.
Walked forward.
You did, and then you hit the railing, and then you turned and walked down the porch. No, you walked down the porch and then came back, and then you turned again and hit a wall. And so now... So essentially where you were facing was where you had come from. So when you went to the right, you fell back onto the stairs.
But they keep going up.
Yeah. because you had reached the top of the stairs, and then you went back to where the stairs were lower than the porch.
Okay. Sure.
I'll show you the map afterwards, and it'll make sense.
Okay. I'm gonna as far away from the water as I bloody well can. If I can get up, I'm going up.
Yeah, you go up and you hit a railing after a few more feet. You're back on the porch. Essentially, you are going in a circle.
How do I get off the porch?
Do you want to go down the stairs?
No, I do not want to go down the stairs.
Well, then if you go up, you're going to be on the porch. That's where the stairs go.
I thought I was on the porch all this time.
You were, and then you fell down onto the stairs. Because the stairs lead up to the porch.
Okay, this is not making any sense to me. Sure, fine. Do I feel the goddamn wall anymore?
No, the wall's nowhere near you. This is very funny to me who can see the map.
We're just trapped in the dark. I'm just trapped at the edge of this boat going, what's going on?
No idea.
You're trapped in the dark.
Just sit down.
Okay.
I cry.
Okay.
Sit down and panic.
Renata, we're over to you. Oh, at the end of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw against the poison.
Sure.
Okay, you're still poisoned.
I'm still poisoned.
Renata, we're over to you.
So I will.
Which at the start of your turn, I need you to make a con save. Okay, you are not poisoned, and you can breathe okay.
Excellent.
And you are no longer under the effects of that spell. You just can't see anything.
Got it. I will try to make my way back from where I ran from. So I was prone before, right?
Yeah.
So stand up, that's half my movement.
Yep.
And then try to feel my way up and over.
Yeah, you can feel right there. You can feel the porch that you came from. Go ahead, make an athletics check at disadvantage because you can't see your footing.
Right.
You reach up and you go to reach, and there's nothing on that one side because that's the side that Selenar destroyed, and you go plummeting back into the water.
All right, that's my turn.
Ploosh. All right. These little guys swim. Swim. You see the little guy swimming away from you, Selenar. This guy jumps, ploosh, next to you, Ozo, and swims.
Who are you?
And he's like, "Fuck you! We got a job to do!" And just poof, and swim. And he's like this foot tall little gremlin thing, like just swimming in this 18-inch deep water.
I love it.
Yeah, he's a little swimmy thing.
I love these dudes.
Cool.
Fucked us up.
Yeah. It is at this moment in time when a new figure becomes visible to Ozo and Ozo alone.
Oh, good.
Ozo, you see stepping out from behind the one tree that's kind of grown out of here, which is very gross and lame. You see this figure. Green-skinned woman, long white hair, very gnarly looking. She's like, "You got it! Excellent! All right, now come here, little one." And she picks up this little gremlin guy and looks over to the others. "All right, everybody hold on." And these ones all grasp onto one another, and she takes the little gremlin guy, snaps his neck, and rips the head off, and spews the spurting blood around her. And you see all this group of the five of them shimmer, wave, and disappear.
Great. You guys aren't going to believe this, but I think I just saw a witch kill a minion, cast a spell using blood, and they all disappeared.
And you hear one tiny little voice be like, "Ah, fuck!" As apparently one got left behind.
One did get left behind. I see it.
This little
You
guy
need to tell me more about
is
this.
left behind. So for the sake of brevity here, eventually the fog cloud dissipates and fades, and and those of you in it can calf up. This little gremlin is going to try to get away from everybody.
I am going to capture the shit out of that gremlin using all of my wiles.
Yeah. Well, he rolled an 11 on his stealth check, so just make a
torch.
just make a perception check.
Okay. 15.
Yeah, you see him because he's pretty much swimming like right by you.
Right.
And you can catch him. Just make an attack roll. If you hit him, you're going to grab him.
15.
Yeah. So you grab a hold of him, and he's like, "Ah, motherfucker! Let me go!" So in all this time, you are all able to get over there, find yourself over by Ozo, kind of in this knee-deep water area with this little gremlin dude, and you've captured him in your little claw, in your hands, and he's like, no, fuck off, I'm just doing my job, let me go.
I'm gonna need some information, small friend.
And at this point we will drop out of combat as well, because you've captured the guy.
Love it.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know nothing, I'm just doing what I'm told. I don't know nothing but nothing. Let me go.
No.
Throwing a cause fear at him.
Okay,
It's a wisdom save.
great. He succeeds, and he looks at you and he's like, hey, fuck off. I work for scarier bitches than you on a Tuesday. I don't know what a Tuesday is, but I've heard people say it.
Specifically on Tuesdays? Who do you work for today?
I'm not telling you nothing. I don't know nothing. Let me go. And he's going to try to bust out of your grapple. So it's a contested athletics check. Or actually, he's going to try. You make an athletics check to hold him. He's going to make a dexterity acrobatics to try to wriggle out.
10.
On a 17, he gets out and like begins to scamper away. He's like, I'm free! And kind of splooshes into the water and kind of like, begins to
Anybody else?
run away. Everyone can make a reaction to try to grab him. I'm assuming you've all like grabbed onto him or like have surrounded him. So go ahead. Everybody can make a strength attack roll. Just pure strength. Whatever strength attack you got. So it's an unarmed attack, basically.
Do I get to do one too, or that's already passed?
No, he busted out of yours, so you don't get one.
Okay.
Selenar, you're able to like grab a hold of him as he like goes away, and he's like, "Ah, son of a bitch!"
Does this happen to be the same one?
It does.
Jeez.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to say it is.
Small will.
With my other hand, I would like to slap him in the face.
Oh, hey, your hand is like the size of my body. What the fuck? You're an asshole.
Bye, Jared.
Well, did you lose me?
No, you're good.
You're back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was just me. Maybe it was just my internet blipping.
Yeah. No. So you slap this little gremlin thing, and it's like, oh no, your hand is the size of my body. What the hell, man? Ah, you're a dick.
The heck, dude?
are you working for?
Your mother!
I slap him
Whoa.
again.
Ah! Damn it, you're a dirk! What are you, a farfaloogle?
All
Ah.
these people who don't answer the question.
I don't know
Who are
you
working
nothing.
for?
Definitely a farfanoogle.
I'm working for your god! Yeah, that's right. I work for your god. Put me down or you're gonna be in trouble. You people believe in gods, right?
The other three's here.
Anyone got a god?
And then I slap him again. If
Ah!
no one
You
does anything, I'm
son
just
of a
like,
dick!
fuck off.
Make an athletics check for me, please. Oh,
This is not good.
It-
Selenar is not athletic.
he rolled a natural 1, so as long as you don't roll, yeah,
Wow.
he rolled a natural 1 for a 4,
Oh my gosh.
but he rolled a natural 1, so he still fails. So don't worry about it. So he's like, "Ha!" and he's like, "Nope, okay, oh, god damn it, let me go."
I wish Corvus was here to question this guy. Anyone got a bag?
What? No, 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 no.
Well, I mean, you could just try to put him in my backpack.
I was gonna say I've got
No.
a backpack and a component pouch.
No, don't put me in a backpack. Don't put me in a backpack. No, 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 no.
Bag,
Not here.
Whose
Here,
ever
have a
bag
little
looks-
rope.
Whoever bag looks the most empty, I try to just shove this dude into it, and then I tie a knot to close the bag.
Great. Everybody roll a d20 for me.
I guess I'll just do it this way.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow. Andra and Renata roll a d20 again. Oh my god, that's insane.
That is...
That's really funny.
Okay, Andra, your bag is the one chosen and is stuffed into your backpack.
Awesome.
And you hear,
Dunk him in the
Ew.
water.
If you are quiet, I say at the bag.
do you like keep him like dunked in the water?
Well, yeah, I just waterboard him.
Okay, so quick little, frick it.
Once I think the dude is secure in the bag, I want to investigate the shack.
Yeah. So it is just a horrible, gross, rundown little shack. There's nothing too crazy about the shack itself. It's mostly empty. There's like remnants of a fire in there, and like a few like bits of herbs kind of laced around the place, like leftover stuff. Make a nature check. On a 15, you definitely recognize lavender, chamomile, and a few other bits and bobs that were described from the sleeping potion. The sleeping draught that Renata had talked about earlier this day.
Renata, I think these are the same ingredients you admit that the woman at the not salty crab mentioned earlier.
Ruddy plank. How hard is that?
Plank.
That is
Salty.
I had to bring it back. I actually wrote down the ruddy plank, but I had to bring it back to 2 hours ago.
It's all good.
Selenar, your nose does not deceive you. You are absolutely correct.
Cool. So you've all gone back up into the thing, or are you still like waterboarding the dude bro in the back?
If he stopped struggling, then I'm going to stop waterboarding him.
No, he keeps fucking like, I'm gonna get out of here.
No, he's not.
Tie him up and throw him in a bag.
He's in the bag.
Yeah, so Selenar and Renata are up there. Are you sticking around, Ozo, with Andra, who's having a lot of fun dunking this struggling backpack?
Yes.
Cool.
The struggling backpack.
So
Stick together.
he's like, fuck you can't keep doing this to me. And you dunk it in, and you pull your backpack out, And you see a hole has appeared in the backpack from his claws, and he is swimming away.
Oh, jeez.
So your backpack is now quite torn,
Oh.
and he is swimming away.
I guess we better go after him.
All right.
I'm going to need
Yeah.
perception checks from Andra and Ozo, because he dove underwater and it's not clear.
Nope. Only a
Nah.
9.
You have no idea
I have no
where he
idea.
is. It's muddy water. And he's like swimming somewhere. You've lost him.
All right.
And you
Also, apparently, like my mind.
and your backpack is now ruined.
Why
Awesome.
did we not tie him up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just stuffed it in my backpack.
Stuffed him in a bag.
That's fair. I guess we figured a bag.
So you have
Figure it out.
you have found, like, this is the place that it seems like these creatures made these sleeping draughts, though you don't know why. And Ozo, you saw a very strange looking individual that you can
Maybe
describe.
Skin lady.
Yes. Renata,
Mhm.
the description that Ozo gives sounds very familiar to you.
I'm sorry, description of what?
That
The-
Ozo gives you. Green-haired lady, crackly voice,
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought
killed
that
a minion
talking
to
about
cast a blood spell, and they all disappeared.
Yeah, all of that sounds very familiar to you, Renata.
And just to confirm that we're on the same page, we're thinking on a count of 3, we're both gonna say the name.
You are thinking exactly. Yes, you are. That is correct. Green skin, long, pale white, gross hair, clawed fingernails, like the whole shebang. Crooked, hooked nose. The true form of that person that you saw that you got the hell out of Dodge.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely sounds familiar to you.
That's not good.
Um,
Sometimes.
but you are able. You don't find anything else in the cavern in the shack. So you are able to return to the ruddy plank without too much of an incident, except maybe some confusion as to what the fuck just happened.
Lots of confusion.
And
So much confusion.
yeah. So as you begin to gather to leave this shack, that is where we will end tonight's session of Nuuli Forged. So it will be a fun time for you all next week to try to explain what just happened to your two friends, provided they are awake.
Mhm.
Also, I need a new backpack.
Also, you need to buy a new backpack.
Sorry about it.
Yeah.
It was a good idea at the time.
It was a pure... Which, by the way, what is in your backpack?
In my backpack, I have a tiny sketch portrait of a goblin,
Uh-huh.
a humanoid skull,
Uh-huh.
some ink, a pen, a bag of sand, some parchment, a small knife, a copy of Tusk Glove, another book,
Forgot.
and some lavender skin salve.
Don't tell me he took the Tusk Glove.
Only Tusk Love.
And the
Cool.
lavender skin salve. It's very simple.
Roll a d20 for me. The higher off, the better you are.
I can't roll for shit
Oh.
tonight.
Yeah, the repeated dunkings plus the big hole at the end. Pretty much everything that was like a book or parchment is ruined and will need to be replaced. Except for that little portrait of the little goblin. That seems to have survived somehow.
Oh, good. Oh, good. The goblin is water resistant.
it just didn't quite get there. It was like in the middle. It was like folded up, tucked in the middle of a book, and managed to survive without any real damage. But Tusk Glove, unfortunately, if you want to finish reading it, will need to be repurchased.
God damn it.
And the ink bottle is gone. It seems like it must have fallen out when the little gremlin escaped. So that's sad news.
It is sad news.
But anyway, that will be all. That's where we'll end. Thank you all for joining here. I hope you all had fun with this little wacky shenanigans.
I also have the book from
the book from what?
The book from Corpus.
Oh, from
Ritual.
Corpus. Yeah, that also is damaged.
Cool.
Yeah, because that was not a magical tome.
Nope.
But you do know what you need to at least start it, and who knows, maybe you can find someone who's good at repairing books, perhaps. Who knows?
Awesome.
You would know that there are, like, high-level magics that can do stuff, but, you know.
Sure. Am I still poisoned?
No, that effect weighed off after a minute.
Okay, great.
So we'll pick up just at the tail end of this next week with our friends and your return to the Ruddy Plank. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, Taco-san Mashu, and and Selenar Usana. Thank you. Thank you to Ives Got It and to Nobody Picked This Name for stopping by. And I'm pretty sure that I also saw another friend join us this evening at some point. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's just in my brain. I thought I did. Oh well. Well, thank you all for joining us this evening. Thank you, I've Got It, for everything. Thank you once again, KidCom24, for giving us a follow. We're going to go around, say our goodbyes, and I will figure out who we're going to raid this evening. So why don't we start at the bottom rung on the right. Well, my right. I'll start with Selenar.
Hello, it's me. I am Jeff, and I play Selenar. He is a druid. I hope you had fun. We will be back next week. We're playing next week, even though it's Thanksgiving week, right?
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's Tuesday, then. I'll be here.
It's Tuesday. Yeah, so if anybody has a conflict, just throw it on the schedule, and it'll be great.
Sweet. See you next week.
Yeah. Renata.
Thank you guys for watching. See you next week.
Thank you so much. Ozo.
Okay, thanks. Bye. My dog is losing his mind.
Okay.
It has been for about 15 minutes.
Fair. And Andra.
I'm Sarah. I have played Andra, who is
He drinks a lot of...
still has absolutely no idea what's going on. But hey, maybe she'll watch this episode when it appears on YouTube next week and figure out what the heck happened.
Yeah. No worries.
You can all watch all of our episodes on our YouTube channel and follow us on the social media of the day.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And I've been Jared, your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. We're going to raid Squillos. They're playing some D&D, and they have cute little animated characters for their players.
Ooh.
So hop in this raid, let them know that they've been newly raided, and we will see you back here next week, November 26th. Yes, that is correct. November 26th at 7 p.m. on Nuuli Forged. And you can say hi to us on various social media platforms, Blue Sky. We may not stick around on the Twitter one for much longer, so who knows. But anyway, we will see you. Yeah, who knows? We'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for being here. And don't be a dicks. Be nice to everybody. Just have a little empathy for people. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Or is my